What is up, YouTube? Will39 here. We're back with a new Let's Play of sorts for the Old World Blues mod. This time we're playing the Republic of the Rio Grande, which is one of the last democracies here in Mexico. We've run into them in the Enclave Reborn series. Obviously, they were a bit of a pain in the ass because they declared on us. This time, we're playing as them. No, we're not playing with the Enclave Reborn mod, so New Reno is doing its own thing. We absolutely could at some point if we wanted, but realistically, I think it's fine to play this as base game. This is going to be an interesting run in the sense of what we're going to be working on. I think early focuses obviously should be heavy guns, 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 and guns. More guns is better for dockyards. Realistically, early just convoys is fine. We're not going to be focusing on Navy for a while. We have a lot of forces kind of scattered all over the place, so let's go ahead and gather all those up. Get those in place, because I know what's about to happen. You guys don't. If you have played Old World Blues before, you know exactly what's about to go down. So we've got to break this up into 1, 2, 3, 4 armies. Okay. No, I want to... Hold on. This. Split this in half. Split you in half. Split you in half. There we go. Get these guys under a leader, which we don't have one, so we'll have to promote somebody at some point. We only got 3 anyway, so it's not great. You put you on there. You on here. I would rather not put it on the lower tiered units. Let's go ahead and just put it here. It doesn't really matter early, but I know what's about to happen. Some of you might not. So let's go ahead and get everybody in place for this. Because the TAA might look to be our friend. They are, in fact, not. They're conniving little shits. We can't make any plans at this time, but that's okay. So what our early focuses are going to be on, I think... This guy got rank 3. Nice. Obviously, industry is going to be key. Industry is going to be 100% key. So we'll do improvised tools... Industrial planning, and tech. Tech. We have free factories. They're going to go 100% go into mills. Gloria is just kind of fucked right now, so that's fine. We're just going to build into that, and then I want to do infra. Yeah, along our southern section is going to be our best bet, and then we can build up afterwards there. Shut that. I don't care. Scavenging program will keep up. I don't care about that. Managing subjects isn't relevant, and we do not care, so I'll disable the background stories. The new gun might be worth it at some point, but I believe we need to go down and focus for that. So we're starting off with American interventionism. So doing our basic bitch early strats. Our economy is interesting in the sense that we are running under Tlaloc stagnation. If you don't know Tlaloc, he is the AI that used to run Mexico. He is dying, so we'll hopefully be able to take advantage of that. Wasteland economy is complete shite. We want to get into farming funding the army or a well-equipped army as soon as we can. We would love to get every cap for the army, but it's not going to happen for a while. Discouraging Creator sucks. I would prefer to get provoked caravan companies or even open just to get the bonuses. And we got the power of speech, which is kind of annoying, but at the same time does help us in political power gain, which we are going to need. We've got a lot of advisors we need to pick up, and oh boy, we've got some shit we got to work on. So we're going to start off with that. Let's go ahead and speed through the start of our run, let our troops get reorganized and put on their initial borders, and we let the run begin. Demand should be... Fuck off. Who's arguing this? The Sinaloa cartel? Fuck off. Who else wants this? Beltravilla. Okay, hold on. A lot of shit's happening. You already know about the caps. Fuck off. Alright. The Republic Reborn. In the year 2051, the United States invaded and occupied Mexico, citing political instability, environmental impact, and the protection of the American citizens as their reasoning. In truth, the move was to protect American interests in Mexico, specifically the large portions of oil industry owned by American corporations. Although occupation went smoothly at first, the American military was still met with resistance farther from the border. Seeking a way to invest American assets into the north of Mexico without facing much criticism, the Army was officially recognized the Republic of the Rio Grande as an independent nation and began construction efforts to increase stability in the region. In truth, infrastructure built by American forces was almost exclusively military-oriented, designed to create inroads into Mexico, developed enough to support mass deployment and long-term supply chains. The capital of the newly formed republic was arbitrarily chosen to be Piedras Negras. I think I said that right. Leadership was handpicked by the occupying forces to ensure cooperation. The Americans, at the very least, provided the capital with its own executive, judiciary, and legislative buildings. During the 24 years before the Great War, the Republic of the Rio Grande was occupied. What the Americans focus on? Realistically, military industry. As much as I love infrastructure, which is good, I prefer the early arms factories. It's really just our best bet here. Gloria can be leveled up, which is actually useful because our economy in the early game is shite. We need a trade route. Lone Star is going to be our best bet. Lone Star, create that. Okay. We cannot promote this mode because I do not have 19 political power. Yep, that makes sense. Politics in the Republic of the Rio Grande. Politics in the Republic of the Rio Grande are complicated to the average wastelander. The Republic of the Rio Grande consists of numerous states, each of which its own senators and deputies, all of whom play a part in the Republic's traditions. In order to become president, Rosado, I'm fucking that up. Guerrera, selected with the report. Yeah. So basically, this is the political system they give you a breakdown on. What the fuck is it? Yeah. The Republic of the Rio Grande Senate. So you're going to be playing grab ass with all of your other political rivals, depending on who you pick. Guerrera is currently in charge. We are going for Rosado. We're going for the Rose of Mexico. So we will get decisions in here to kind of influence who we're going to be going for. It's not that hard. Realistically, it's not that hard. So yeah, we'll be going down the engineer's ambition. Absolutely. Let's see, industrial subsidies, doing this is great. Boosting the RGRB is fantastic. Yeah, we've got a lot of things we need to work on. Absolutely. And we do want to do Mexican arms as well, getting that, some resource grants. I mean, the bonuses are fantastic, don't get me wrong. I will basically completely neglect the Navy right now. Air Force is good, don't get me wrong. A costly start. Military for sure. Getting into Radic is great for the division speed. War games is whatever. But the Gloria Military Academy, we're going to be going into the Department for Automated Warfare, Robot Recovery, Machine Age, and the ChicoNet Stash because I really want to boost robotics early. That 50% bonus is disgustingly good. Disgustingly good. So early focus is going to be on robots. So as soon as we can, when we're piped up enough in our investment here, we're going to get early robotics started because I want to juice those 50% bonuses. If we can get scrap bots, fission batteries, and CNC robots early, that'd be great. Go into Protectrons, into Assaultrons later, and then probably heavy lifters into Sentry bots down the line. But that's the early game kind of breakdown we're dealing with here. Okay, Nuclear Rain. Pause here. The Great War came without warning and left everything in a state of disarray. Mexico was hit later than its northern neighbor, giving just enough time for paranoia, rioting, and the destruction of the chain of command. As the news spread of the devastation, the explosions in the distance continued on and on. The people of the Republic fell into disarray, and for some unknown reason, the military high command and the Armageddon Station sealed themselves away from the rest of the world, never once using their nuclear payload to retaliate. If you don't know what they're talking about here, where is it? Where is Armageddon Station? I believe Santa Ana owns it, right? Yeah, somebody else might own it. But basically, Armageddon Station is a series of nuclear silos in Mexico. The U.S. had nukes here, and they are fully alive and well. Let me tell you that. As the chaos swell and anarchy reign, the military presence left in Piedras Negras has made a snap decision. They organized as best as they could under their colonel and rapidly moved and gathered direct as many citizens as they could into the numerous bunkers that had been built in the city. These bunkers were designed to protect highly valuable resources and equipment, as well as staff in some cases. Ever since the food riots in Denver, resulting in reduced food crop output, food had become an essential resource for the military, allowing for at least limited-term survival. Once the military gathered as many people as possible, they sealed the doors of each bunker and waited. It wasn't just the men in Pierre's Nagris who had acted to save lives. However, across the Republic, soldiers had abandoned by their high command and decided to save as many people as they could before the end. Some died in the process, still venturing out to find citizens as the bombs began to fall. Near the very end, just before Mexico was bathed in nuclear fire, there was a cry for help on the radio. Soldiers from the Mexican army who had deserted to cross the border and find shelter with the Americans, whose bunkers were much more prepared for the apocalypse. The Americans quickly found the battalion and hurried them to safety. What these men provide. Experience is good. Knowledge is better. Knowledge is way better. That supply consumption reduction is fantastic. We are now reclaiming the Republic. I also want to see about training some men. This is fine. Motorized divisions are good too, but I want to get as many men possible into these divisions. So we'll get training onto that. Then you say yes, big burly men. All right. Armageddon Station. If there's any place in Mexico that you can still smell the pride and the fear of the old world, it's Armageddon Station. The station was designed before the Great War as a backup for American control of Mexico in the event of a nuclear war, containing manufacturing facilities, equipment, and resources to rebuild in the event of a nuclear holocaust. Legends tell of rooms full of power armor, laser suits, and caverns containing gex and construction equipment. There's one thing, nobody can get in. The facility was designed to always be occupied, but American soldiers deserted when the bombs began to fall. But anyone who enters the facility needs 4 keys scattered across Mexico. Tlaloc received 1. A gift to the United States Army. Rio's puppet president had 1, as well as Colonel Griffith. Gloria thus holds 2, and Santa Anna acquired the 4th through ways you don't want to ask about. This is Santa Anna. The keys are named after the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse: war, famine, death, plague. Whoever owns all 4 has the keys to Armageddon. Yeah. It's not good that Santa Anna has this, because Santa Anna is fucking scary. Even early, Santa Anna is very fucking scary. So, the only reason we're alive right now is because Santa Anna has his own fucking problems. Alright. 3 decades after the Great War, the Republic of the Rio Grande was still a shadow of its former self. It had been a self-imposed dictatorship for the last 30 years, but with the death of Colonel Griffith, the Republic transitioned to a democracy as he'd wished. Setting up for elections for the numerous branches of government, as well as for the president themselves, was much harder than anticipated. At the end of the day, it happened. The first president of the Republic, Yolanda Torres, built her platform around the reclamation of lost land. Over the next years, they reclaimed Mexico's greatest steel factory, mines, and key supply depots. Numerous other facilities and locations were captured, such as Armageddon Station, city of Monclave, and none of those without law. Wait, do we own Armageddon Station? Oh, we do! Oh, fucking I'm dumb. Yeah, this is Armageddon Station here. None of these came close. As the bandits come across the uncontested border, it proved difficult to dislodge. The border was drawn at the point which the Republic could expand no longer. To their south was some unknowable agent whose robots seemed content to protect their borders for them. To the west sat the Great Desert, from across which no invader could hope to prevail. Yolanda's 8-year term came to a close. Soon after she met her goals, she chose to run again once more. This time her platform was set around reconstruction and preservation. Ooh, that's really good, but at the same time, that's a civ. War Thunder 1v1s when? Oh, don't you worry. Once I get that War Thunder Tism itch, we'll get back into it. The last ace in the lost hand. How long will this take? Fuck, a year. Fucking year, huh? What are you just turning on manpower? No, just guns. Guns. Yeah, we're gonna be hurting on equipment for a long time, but it's what we gotta deal with, so. In the year 2263, drunk off the success and inevitable conquest of New Mexico, one of the Legion's centurions petitioned Caesar for the opportunity to prove himself farther afield. He argued that the Legion couldn't stop at New Mexico and it should continue to Texas and fight worthier foes. Caesar, impressed by how brazen the man had pushed for a command, consulted his legate on the matter. The Malpus legate saw no issue with the expedition. On the contrary, the centurion who had asked for it was one of his better commanders. If their detachment succeeded in conquering new lands in Texas, more wealth, slaves, and resources would flow into the capital. If not, then the campaign in New Mexico would quickly replace the loss regardless. Caesar gave the man his answer. He would be given 5,000 men to command, as he was under the legate to go forth and conquer the name of the legion. Failure was not an option. Bully the man stepped towards and declared that neither he nor any of his men would return to the legion's land without a great bounty. He would come to regret this act. Under the command of Pallas Navis, the army of 5,000 set on their last ever conquest. They marched across the Rio Grande south bank, in part due to the northern crossing being likely to lead to conflict with unruly tribes, but mostly due to Pallas' own hubris. The centurion desired glory, and so to simply conquer Texas wasn't an option. He wanted slaves, wealth, power, all to himself. Once he returned to the legion, Mexico was fertile, easy pickings that once absorbed in the legion could petition to rule as governor. Legion scouts had been to Mexico as early as 2259 when surveying for conquest farther from their lands. The scouts had reported that Mexico was home to little more than settlers strong to survive with no superpowers to speak of. They weren't wrong. The Republic of Rio Grande was a pathetically small standing army due to the protection they had from the south, the west, and now from the north. Good terms with the Brotherhood of Steel meant they never had to worry about their Texan land being molested by raiders. Legion should have won, but then almost no way the Republic could have defeated them. Almost. We'll get an event here in a second. This will fire in time. Early investment, in my opinion, is going to be... yeah, getting the civs and boosting the Reclamation Bureau early, and then pivoting back to the military if I have time. But definitely industrial subsidies. Triumph, there it is. So... When Centurion Navis had his men disembark in northern Calhula, I'm fucking this up. My Espanol is not very good, and my pronunciation is worse. The Republic didn't even know they were being invaded. When a tax collector didn't return from the north, they sent a group of 10 soldiers who also disappeared. When they finally sent scouts to investigate the reports, exceeded even their worst fears. An army had arrived in the Republic with only a few hundred soldiers, including civilian militia. The president was at a severe disadvantage, both numerically and in experience. Mexico should just speak Polish instead. God, yeah, if only. President Leonardo Mora, who I think is our current president. No, it's Dante Guerrero. Mora's the other one. He's the one with that patch. Was tasked with the defense of the Republic only 1 year into his term. If he failed, it would spell for the end of his nation. President Mora more than rose to the task and went above and beyond in the short amount of time he had before the proper engagement with the Legion. For better or worse, legionaries were more occupied with raiding, torching desert settlements than marching into their heartland. Perhaps they were simply trying to send a message, but this would prove to be their undoing. Gathering every IOU, calling upon every ally, threatening to return on every broken promise, Mora became the most influential man in Mexico by using diplomacy, intrigue, and brute force. Never one to leave work in the hands of a lesser man, Mora personally kicked down the door over each cartel boss, and he would be the man to lead the assault against the invaders. When the time arrived, President Mora gathered his men in preparation for the assault. It would be all in. There were no second chances. The fate of the Republic would be decided with a single battle. Were it not for Mora, the Republic would have never survived, and everyone alive knows this. He gathered together mobsters, raiders, tribals, settlers, mercenaries, Brotherhood Knights, pre-war ghouls, and gained the trust and aid of Santa Anna. All that remained was deciding whether the battle would take place, or where the battle would take place. Mora was more than just a charismatic statesman. He was an excellent tactician. Under the cover of night gives us some pretty good stats, for sure. So getting early reconnaissance and day-night attack. Beautiful. Early scouting programs can be good on smaller nations. I think it is very much worth it to get some scavenging up. And as much as I'd love to spend the political power to level up Gloria, I need to save every ounce of political power I get for the political fucking game that we're going to endure. So now we begin the long trek through focuses. I cannot give you shit. Sorry, bud. No loans for anybody right now. But we did get actually some new companies that we'll have access to because we are in Mexico. So we get ferrous offloads, we get some fortifications, financial advisors, which are really fucking good. There is some really, really powerful ones. The Costa Coffee Entertainment for political power game and stability. Yeah, there is some great companies here. that I would love to take a look at. So we've got plenty of stuff to work on. I could do this, but I'd rather not at the moment. I really want to save to fixing our fuck-ass economy off of Wasteland. The 5% can make a difference realistically, but it's more for the construction speed is really what's hurting us right now. Because we're taking a pretty massive hit in terms of it. So if we take a look here, yeah, we're eating 30%, which is not great. It's really, really not good. So taking advantage of what we can, because as much as I love to do civs, we have to greed with mills early. It's the only way we're going to survive. So really juicing our mill account and focusing on our economy early is our best friend. It's really simple as. And then that's our industrial subsidies complete. Get some tax bonuses for that. Let's go ahead and do Reclamation Bureau before we do Gloria, because I want to take advantage of this bonus as soon as I can, because that is a 2.5% bonus for free. Just gotta spend 30 days. All right, combat language is done. Let's go ahead and do the secret language. All that fun jazz. Yeah, we'll just keep trucking on, trucking on, trucking on. The anniversary of the American occupation. Today marks a grim day in Mexican history with the beginning of the American occupation. Even after 2 centuries, the people of Mexico still remember when the American forces entered Mexico for the first time. The occupation led to the annexation and colonization of North Mexico and to the pro-American puppet Mexico, the creation of Petro Chico, an arm of Poseidon Energy, and the creation of the Rio Grande, whose soldiers helped Mexican citizens after the bomb fell, or after the bombs dropped. Despite the centuries that have passed, the people of Mexico still have the fire of resistance in their heart. The people continue to fight. Absolutely. And the Reclamation Authority is up and running, which is great. We can't use it because we don't have any infantry equipment right now. This is more important than that. So it's good that we have it up. So we got our 2 civs back working in getting our mills up and running, which is great. Mexican Arms is done. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and do the urban industry expansion. And with this, because we saved it, we now have a 50% reduction on laser equipment. So we could pick it up early. We absolutely could pick it up early. It is a fucking ahead of time. A ridiculous fuckload ahead of time. So we might hold off on that. I think rather going for the construction speed would be more beneficial, in my opinion. Already got a slot doing robots. I think we should just go for more construction speed. Eco. Try to build up as best we can. Because that bonus is going to stay. We're not going to lose it. I just want to let the time tick down on it. I don't give a fuck about any of this nonsense. Because the TA are rat little bastards. I think you should invade Eden. They're kind of schizophrenic. I'm kind of just going to let them do their own thing until they sort themselves out. Because they're between... Mega Mutant Army here. Mega Mutant Army with tank here. Mutant City of Austin. I will let them be. They will figure it the fuck out amongst themselves. I'm in no rush right now for that. Right now our early goal is to focus on economy. Ooh, okay. In one way, the TAA is able to influence Rio's politics is through liberal donations to senators who support its policy of selling weapons to all comers. Guerrero wants to pass legislation restricting arms sale, but before he does, he'll have to cut off the influence. As a first step, Guerrero has decided to issue a presidential decree banning donations to congressmen's campaigns unless you are from their district. This means Rio can no longer bribe congressmen from other states. The TAA claims this is unconstitutional, but to many it seems as one of the only ways to break their influence. This is fine. So we take a stability hit, but we gain political power, which is great. So keep stockpiling that. We did pick up an advisor, so we're getting some more political power. Realistically, I could also pick up another one for reduction, which I think, honestly, I just might pick up another one for cost entertainment. More political power is nothing to scoff at. 10%'s fine, or 5%'s fine. 10%'s better, and it's a cost reduction on our conscription and economy laws. That's better. So we're looking at still 1.7 a day to... Yeah, 1.7 a day. Still, that's better than nothing. Tools have been improved, which is great. I could do early tech rush on that. Realistically, I don't need to. I want to get some medical powder going, some support equipment buffs, because we're going to be losing some fucking men out there. Absolutely. And at least I want to get engineers or supplies so that when we go to war with the AI, we'll be able to take their robots and use it as our own as well. But yeah, tariff relief, which is fine. Mexican spirits, fine. Conscription laws fucking suck. Texas Arm Family sucks, and American Origins is okay. Ooh, hold on. The gift from above. Over the centuries, the weather has changed drastically. Radiation storms and droughts have ravaged the wasteland. As seasons change in Mexico, our people, especially our farmers, once more pray for rain and prosperity. Let's hope this year is plentiful. Well, buy political power. Sure, I won't say no. So we're going to do our industry expansion here. I don't want to do housing, but I definitely want to get original designs. Bump that up a little bit. 308 for every man's good too. So probably do Riverside Industrial Facilities, original designs 308. Probably not Gloria Harbor. At that point, I'm going to pivot off to military, get Radic for the division speed, and then Gloria Military for the Department of Automated Warfare, get working on that so we can get our our doctrines going so we can do automated warfare, which makes our robots really fucking good. Let's see. So for this, did do that. I'm going to go ahead and get the fission batteries ahead of time because I really want to save those bonuses for other things. And industry expansion's done. Beautiful. So with that done, let's go ahead and get Riverside Industrial Facilities so we get some more civs. We're going our factories. I could arguably start making scrap bots. I'll put them down here for one. But guns are going to be our big foray right now because obviously that's the bulk of what our manpower is using. So makeshift weaponry, guns, things like that. We are not a hyper-developed nation. We do not have facilities of the fucking Enclave like we are used to in our power trip fun runs. These are done. You're working on this. Resource efficiency is not a bad idea, but I don't think we're hurting on anything like too directly. Debating what I want to use for this. Arguably, I think warrior getting I think doing warrior training for reliability and the decreased cost on their training is probably going to help. Only one's fully training right now. The rest are just waiting on equipment. So, that's fine. Yeah, they're waiting on quite a few because right now we just don't produce enough for them. Anti-tank is good. Support equipment's good. Right now we're looking pretty good in that regard. At least we've got manpower in these divisions. It's just they're really waiting on equipment. We won't have a lot of manpower, but we'll be able to try to do the best of what we got. So, and this is always early development in HOI. HOI is always going to be a matter of build up your fucking eco. Unless you're playing fucking shit like the New World Order or the Fire Rises or some of that schizo shit, which is always going to be different. This is good for trade and just raw resources. Definitely want to go original design and 308 for every man. Then probably Gloria Roads to get a flat infrastructure and everything would be good. But definitely want to pick this up for the research speed and the factory speed. Because once we finish up this factory, it's going to be going on infra. And if we don't have to build a level, that's great. Absolutely great.
Listo para avanzar.
Ooh, 4 units available for deployment. Okay.
Sí, señor.
I think you're going to benefit the most from that. Okay, give me a second before I read that. Let's go ahead and sort out our commander's situation. Can we get a free field commander? We can. Really doesn't matter what I get, honestly. We'll go ahead and pick up you because you got a bitchin' sombrero. Oh, division attack. Beautiful. Yeah, this is actually pretty good. Chance not to get sick. XP gain. Perfect. We'll have to pick up another one as well. How much would it cost to promote one of you guys? 40? I could do it. Who's got the best leadership for this, though? Division recovery rate, I think, is good, but you have just the best base stats. Let's go ahead and promote you. Get you in that position as a commander. We'll replace your troops with... who looks the nicest here? Fucking the ghoul. Division. Ooh, but capture speed. Ooh, this is a very interesting one. Yes. Absolutely. Guerrera bans trade with the Legion. The Legion's rapid expansion disrupted the TAA's traditional markets, literally raising some clients but creating a huge market in Flagstaff. Despite efforts to ban the trade, many of the TAA's weapons fell off of Brahmin, ended up in the Legion's hands. In the eyes of Guerrera, arming the Legion for its next invasion of Mexico was a bad thing. I'd be inclined to agree. Guerrera chose to dust off the old Rio law that imposed a death penalty on anyone who sold weapons to raiders and decreed that the Legion was nothing more than a band of raiders. The TAA believed this was disastrous because it would only encourage the Legion to invade Texas to see their arms factories, cutting off their livelihood. Guerrera believed any criticism was nothing short of treason, swiftly crushed, and any dissident in the Senate. In a raid on a TAA trading post in Western Texas, Guerrera confiscated munitions bound for Flagstaff and arrested several Texans for high crimes against the Republic. Yeah, fuck off, TAA. Stop trading dumb shit. The Red River. Guerrera's crackdowns on the TAA trade made only the TAA more desperate. What are they supposed to trade with? The robots that rule the South? The super mutants that skulk in the ruins of Texas's great cities? The feared and powerful Chicago enclave? No, the trade had to continue. The breaking point came during one raid on TAA warehouse across the Rio in response to rumors of another shipment to Flagstaff. When the Baron demanded to see the warrant and drew a pistol, the officer shot it out of her hand. The Barons claimed Guerrera was a despot. Guerrera saw more signs of their treachery. It's clear whose fault this is. Yeah, the TA will be forced to take desperate measures, which is not good for us. Yes. Just one batch will do, thank you. I'll go ahead and cancel these. Free up those men. Yeah, the TAA is starting to become a fucking problem. They're starting to argue with us. And we're going to have to sit here and deal with the fucking fallout of that. But we are building up more of our arms industry. Ooh. Warden to claim war on the hangdogs. There's my boy Warden. He's free up there in what is it? Colorado. Dante Guerrera, Generalissimo Vilima has proposed an arms deal. This could be very useful for us. There's honestly no downside to this arrangement. They hope that it will turn the alliance against the luchadors who threatened Dante Guerrera, and they could use their guns against us. No, we plan to conquer the soul. You can buy guns. Absolutely. 3 arms factories? Fuck yeah! I'll take free guns. Shit! Put under 2 guns there. Put 1 in support equipment. Another row of that. We are currently working on the last factory, then some infrastructure, which is good. He will eventually pull those when we try to attack him, but he's more worried about the free fighters, which we don't really mind. So that's fine. More troops hitting the battlefield. Let's go ahead and reinforce the flanks they think they won't be able to do. You are just like militia divisions, right? Yeah, you're like fucking really basic bare bones. So that's kind of concerning. Traits development for you, though, for sure. Let's see. I think junk rounds is definitely a free grab. And terrain penalty reduction is also a really good grab for you. We're out of political or command power, so we won't be able to do much. Warrior training is complete, which is great. Let's go ahead and do militia training. That's 170 days. Do I really want to do that? Decrease by 50%. I mean, it's really what we should probably be doing, but at the same time, doing like guns and shit, it's really not a bad idea. Doing up like this, yeah, it's tough to say, but I think the defense is just going to be better. So we'll continue on that research. Keep on trucking. 308 for every man. Beautiful. We're not going to be doing anything else right now, as much as I'd love to do this, get the reductions in building cost, all that. We will do the Gloria Road. Bump our infrastructure up for sure. Absolutely. Because infrastructure is relatively cheap, to a point. It is very relatively cheap. And it does help in our building endeavors. After that's done, we're going to do prioritize the military, political innovation, and then probably Radic for the defense, and then the Gloria military to gain all of our people bonuses. Healing power is done, which is fantastic. Could arguably grab a second level in that. It's tough to say what I really want. Maintenance companies are good for when we do robots and the equipment capture ratio. Logistic companies are always just fucking good. Could do dogs. Dogs are very broken. Dogs got nerfed several times and they're still very fucking good. Like really fucking good. So we could do dogs. Absolutely. Tough to say. I still think working on industry is a good idea. pushing that out. I mean, getting some manpower and early pop isn't too bad, but we really don't make enough to warrant it. Let's go ahead and do smoke signals and getting another level of encryption, but I want to get research up first, so we'll do another round of resistance. Fission batteries will be done in 2 days, which is great. Boost our robots up. The Star in the Hand, so this is the War Handband attacking Lone Star, so this is an internal revolt. So the Texas Economic Union, which is the union of all the Texas countries, fighting it the fuck out. I think early CNC bots will be a good choice as well. I mean, it's slightly ahead, but it's not too bad. It will just get better with time. So we're just kind of just sitting and waiting and developing our country. 10 a.m., the 6th of October, 2275 is remembered in the Republic's history as the Day of the Dead. The day Gloria burned, the day it smelled of ash and burning fat, the TAA set off a series of bombs at key locations across the Republic, in the Capitol building, in the Congress, in the munitions depot, and at bridges connecting Texas and Mexico. Even as Guerrera tried to organize relief efforts, he learned the TAA declared independence in the gunsmith's estate. The secession of the TAA was a near fatal blow to Rio, with its capital ablaze, its munitions industry across the river in a hostile country. The nation's army was on the verge of collapse, even as Palace was raiding its borders. To solve the crisis, Rio's leaders would have to handle both the TAA and the Legion remnants on their border. Dios mío, yeah, we're fucked, so it's not a good thing. So we are Gloria in fucking flames. We are hurt really badly. Can I afford to finish this out? No. We are scrapping that plan. The engineer's ambition needs to come next, and then we're going to be doing the Rio Contingency Bureau, and from there we kind of have to decide how we want to do it. I think the hard reset is just better in the long run from the New Deal. I think it's just better, realistically speaking. Stability, more stability, some infrastructure. And this is more military versus civ. I think mills for sure. Because the New Deal is not bad. Could be good. Or we could pivot to civs. But here's the problem. With being in a national crisis, our fucking construction support's basically nuked anyway. So it's not good. Shaman Legion, we do have to do this crap. Paladins Far From Home is a good option. We get rid of the Palace Raiders, and then we have to do the attack of Rio. So the Path to Progress is going to be what we're going to be doing here. So getting better energy weapons, and then making a faction of the Texan Brotherhood, basically. So we're going to be doing the Engineer's Ambition. So we're going to be siding with Rosado. And that is the plan for this playthrough. And keep in mind, there are two other things we can absolutely do as well. But as it sits, don't really need to worry about any of this. We can officially now prepare for our war with the TAA, because our troops are now in place. You can do this. And we can do this. Because while they may have an army, they absolutely do have an army. We will start to outgrow them rapidly with the deployment of these divisions. So as long as we can keep up with our manufacturing, which has taken a hit because obviously we don't have as much industry as we used to, so we'll have to draw some of this back just to at least get some of this up and running. That's what we'll just have to do. And this is why I focus heavy early mills, because of shit like this, because it's going to be bad. And it's more or less our only choice here. So getting the early political power would be good too. I don't think we're doing much trading. We're doing some trading. Not as much as we'd think, but we could absolutely do more trade. The Engineer's Ambitions has been completed, so we want to get the Rio Contingency Bureau, which will get us... who is it here? Carlos, yes. So give us some stability, get us civ speed, which is fine. But what I want to do is if we're going to be pivoting to civs, which we more or less will be, go ahead and do that. That built up in Monclave, so we'll be focusing on this. It's going to suck because our economy is basically trashed. And we're going to do a round of civs just to kind of help supplement our economy early. So we'll get to the Rio Contingency Bureau. And now we get to play my favorite political game of fuck around and find out. Rosado goes to the Senate. And now we have a fuckload of buttons to click. Because we need to win this goddamn election. And all cost political power, so it's great. So, rallies the station, do this. I want to save 100 for getting our advisor. But if we take a look at this, we're slowly winning more of the senators' positions. So we're going to have to just keep flipping. So, keep working on all of this. So kicking this basically just helps push certain places to our side. So we'll have to just kind of play the political power game while we rebuild our country and prepare for war against the TAA. Simple as. Simple as. Dia de los Muertes. Today marks the traditional celebration of the Day of the Dead. While the origins of the festivity has been mostly lost in the centuries after Armageddon, the spirit of the supernatural celebration and ancestral remembrance remains strong all across Mexico, from the highest classes to lowest. Commemorations of the event unites the people, cementing this small connection with a world that has passed for another year. I love the Day of the Dead. I knew people growing up in high school and middle school, because we had a very, very immigrant environment growing up. And fucking Day of the Dead was awesome. In terms of, like, amazing food, amazing, like, celebrations. It was great. I got invited to a few. And honestly, it was fun as hell. So we'll do Ava's New Deal. And then I think the goal here is to rush down dealing with the fucking Legion, because they're goddamn annoying. And we're going to be able to get a good chunk of bonuses here from it. Because this creates some units in a commander. Basically, we fucking recruit them, which is disgusting. This will just wipe them out, and we get even more raw material for trade. So we're going to rush this down, but I want to get Ava's New Deal first. And start working towards this 100%. We could approach the cartels, but I prefer working for the small manufacturers and getting the Texas experts and all this. As much as this is good, I don't like the reduction in making it cheap as shit. At the cost of, like, yes, it's better at research. I prefer just getting the bonuses with no negative and then focusing on this so we can start to work on some of our more intrusive focuses. But first things first, we're getting rid of the goddamn fucking Legion scum in our territory. Yep, here it is. Centuria Palace in the Fames did not leave Mexico after his defeat. He knew Caesar would not tolerate failure. Instead, he and his band of followers continued to prey on Rio's outskirts, awaiting better days and dreaming of Mexico's riches. Palace was largely a nuisance, but everything changed when the TA attacked. Deprived of much of its army, its capital ablaze, its economy in disarray, Palace's crimson banner was carried at will through Rio's heartland, in some cases approaching Gloria itself. Yeah. So it's not a huge modifier, but it's fucking annoying is what it is, because you get fucking events where you attack shit. And he's a little asshole about it. So we want to basically stay at about 100, so we'll keep doing political power stuff, see how the Senate's reacting. We're swinging more of the senators. We have majority right now, but that's the big thing. We want to keep getting Rosado in political power here. So keep swinging everybody to our side and win the election. I don't know what chapter's doing its fucking thing. We're dealing with the Shame of the Legion. And, yeah. All we can do is just keep building up. In which case of some of our troops, they just need more guns. I mean, realistically, I should probably have these guys train. Yeah, we'll have them train. We're not going to be going to war with the TA for a minute. On down Palace. Because I want to make sure these guys are good. Thanks to the god, today marks the celebration of Thanksgiving in Mexico. Even though the festivity of the holiday has been burned away by nuclear fire, the idea of thanking gods has remained across Mexico. Tlaloc gives food and tries to impart the mostly American traditions on the people of Mexico. The Mexican people thank their gods and pray for another year of safety and survival. How is Tlaloc doing? How's his brain rot going? He's hurting pretty bad. He's hurting pretty bad. But he's trying. He's absolutely trying. I wish I could tell you what he's doing, but we have no fucking way of figuring that out until we know he is. Ideally, I would love if Tlaloc was able to do his focuses. What is it? The only democracy in Mexico. Get this. Absolutely. I'd love that if you could do that for me, bud. But knowing the AI, fucking it's not going to do it. It's absolutely not. We're going to get shafted on it. So what can you do? We can start scavenging missions. Absolutely. Start working on that. Standard equipment orders. No focuses, please. Absolutely. Absolutely. So we'll just keep working our way down our focuses. That's all we got to do. Generalissimo Valia has sent another convoy to us, furthering the cause of Mexican solidarity. Generalissimo Valia is a son of a bitch, but he's our son of a bitch. Mexico, más fuertes juntos? I can't say it. 1,000 basic guns, which is kind of insane. We actually have a surplus of guns. Mind you, we're losing it because we're training, but that's kind of insane. We're able to just shit that out. Yeah, it's all TAA militia. Make sure all of our men are trained up and good to go as they flip to veterancy. That's a big focus for us. Make sure they get their entrenchment back. The goal realistically is to let them slam into us and take advantage of the early conventional warfare, because you start out with it as the TAA or the Republic. So you start off with conventional warfare and you get 10 plus entrenchment, which is really, really good before we switch over to automated warfare when we get our robots up and running. So right now I just want to make sure all of our guys are trained up and schwink. So getting all of our troops up to snuff, make sure they re-entrench, and then we're basically going to let the TAA slam into us. Billy's new deals, great. Let's go ahead and do Paladins Far From Home, because we need to get rid of the fucking rat bitch in our goddamn territory right now. Let's see. I think we're so far so good. Yeah, he's going to keep doing these annoying fucking raids. So let's go ahead and keep going on the radio. As for the Senate, we're currently sitting at 56%, which is pretty damn good. So we should be able to easily win the election. I'd like to go up to like 70% if we can. But at the same time, I think it's also worth getting the political power and flipping to caravan companies for construction speed and resource bonuses. I mean, realistically, I could probably just go fucking full trader. Realistically. Really make the most out of our construction efforts right now. Because the new deal is negating our cost. Which is great, but at the same time, we're eating way too much from that. So, it is what it is. A winded man in the pale moonlight. As clock strikes midnight, an advisor comes barging from the front door, waving a stack of documents in one hand, holding his breath in the other. He slumps against the walls. He regains his breath before quickly composing himself to approach the most powerful figure in the land. Oh, Jesus. He staggers forward before sliding the crumpled paper across the fine mahogany desk. What could have possibly warranted this? Pro-war rally. Ooh. Invite this fella to the next state dinner. It's come to our attention that one of our nation's wealthiest benefactors come to possession of a widely read and fairly hawkish paper. Probably explains the suspicious surge in circulation over the past few weeks. While this powerful friend is worth keeping an eye on, the foreseeable, this appears to be turned out quite well for us in the time being, with a routine ceremonial rally performing prominently on this week's front page. A few better ways to start the day than a black coffee and a free helping of PR. Invite this fella to the next state dinner. El Presidente Day. The office of the President of the Republic of Rio Grande is no mere head of state. The holder represents the combined will, optimism, and resilience of the Rio people. Seeking a fitting way to commemorate and honor this office, the people have taken the old American tradition and revived it for the new age. El Presidente Day celebrates not only the current leadership of Rio, but the very democratic institution and great sacrifices the country has made to remain free and without. It's also a great day for barbecuing. Viva Dante Guerrera. There we go. All right, we have done that. Let's go ahead. Memento, Colorado, and then fucking get rid of Little Asshole. So go ahead and do that. We are getting some nice bonuses from being open to traders, so our factories are being completed slightly faster. I'm hopeful we'll get more trade from shipping this out, but I would be surprised if we do. Realistically, it's pretty rare that we get a lot of trade. The wolf howls. Oh, you fucking dick. Yeah, I want to get him as well. But a lot of these guys are all about like trade deal opinion factor. So if they like us, they'll trade with us. It should mean a lot do. Well, some do. Yeah, Genther the Soul does. They do. Eden likes Eden surprisingly likes us. Austin likes us. So maybe. Never considered Palace a threat. We took no action against him. However, the Chaos the Rio apparently gave him the hope of a comeback before it is too late. Yeah, we basically we're on a timer, is a good way to put it. We're basically on a timer before he comes and tries to fuck us. Luckily, we have enough time to deal with his bullshit, and then we will be able to crush him. At this point, I think it's worth doing this, taking the 244-day cost to get laser weaponry. Scrap bots will be done soon, which is fantastic. Getting CNC going. Let's see about next. That's pretty hefty. I think we're going to go pivot back to industry because it's slightly cheaper. So working on that's a good idea. I will start the construction of CNC bots just because we kind of need them. So ideally, we'll do this. CNC bots will be on 5. You'll be on 10 there. You, I'd like to get up to 5 as well. You, I'd like to get up to 5 as well. But as our industry grows out, we'll do better and better. These guys are still waiting for their weapons. Deathclaw's in our team, you fucking dicks. Okay. Firearms weapons still deficit, so that's okay. But overall, I think we're doing pretty good. Manpower, obviously not, but our men are holding it together. Apparently, you think you can't defend this position against 2 units. Why? Why, though? Alright. Wipe the slate clean. Get this fucker off of my goddamn front lawn. Get him the fuck out of here. So you think you can't win, so we'll probably have to end up reinforcing you. Realistically, I don't want to deploy them because they're not done training and they still need equipment. Could do some militia units. They're cheaper and they're good gap fillers. At the same time, okay, probably not that many. So we'll just have to sit here and kind of wait while we deal with the fucking raiders. And Caesar's Legion's growing, and that's fucking concerning. All right, so we have wiped out the fucking little bastard raiders. I think it's worthwhile. How bad's our national crisis, realistically speaking? If I eat this cost right now, yeah, if I eat this cost right now, this will help significantly, at least on our construction speed, and we don't get rid of this until like first stabilization post-war. So I think it's definitely worth it to do one just to help our construction speed, because that 40% sucks. Yeah, we're eating a lot in water use, which is okay. And let's see how we're looking on any more trade. I mean, Los Granges is doing more trade. Smoke signals is good. Let's go ahead and get more encryption and decryption going. But yeah. How are we looking on our Senate approach? 56. Let's go ahead and bump that. 57. Okay. The Alamo chapter requests Rosadio's aid. Rosadio and Catherine were part of the same original expedition that ventured into the depths of some old world military base, the very place that took the presidential candidate's arm. Yeah, because she has a robotic arm. They're now requesting our aid once more to help crack high security place that place has. Should we allow old friendships to move once we deem it too risky? After all, Emil is in Texas. Let me make a save here because I don't remember the outcomes for this. I genuinely don't. It's been a long time since I've played the mod, or I've played a Mexico run. So yes, we will help her because we like the Alamo chapter. They're Splinter faction run by Catherine, and they do have their own focus. They are a very, very interesting faction in the sense that they are able to do some very, very nasty early shit, and they become very powerful. Very, very powerful if they survive. Or they get fucking clapped by either Santa Ana or the actual Texas Brotherhood. So, results may vary. Let's go on the radio again. We're sitting at 60%. I think that's okay. I think we can pause doing that right now and save our political power for other stuff. Fucking little rats. Rosado's working on stuff. So we're just going to keep working on improving our situation. So yeah, with the help of getting rid of the national crisis, we're able to keep greeting our mills. Because, yeah, that 40% fucking blows. But so far, I mean, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. So with that, so it was going to finish in July. And when this complete, when would it finish? June now. Okay, so we shaved a few days off. That's still good. It's still good. All right, beyond the Rio Grande. Yeah, this just kind of fucking sucks. Yeah, because we won't be able to do any of this. Cure foreign loans. More from the Gulf is good. The hands that grow. Yeah, I definitely think we need to get this going. Start this. Get rid of the Texas separatists as well. Really help. So we'll be able to push this out. So we're going to focus on attacking the TAA because the longer we wait, the stronger they're going to get, and it's not good in the long run. The game is convinced that like they can't fucking win against some of this, which admittedly some of this shit is rough, but I think if they just slam against us, we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. So I think we'll be fine, especially since we've got other tech rolling in. This won't be done in time, but for sure we'll be able to kind of just generally boost ourselves. We are making more men. We're getting more men in the field. They're just waiting on a few final shipments of firearms, weaponry. So we're working on it. We're working on it. So far so good. So far so good. And then get some more base stability up. Beautiful. This is going to help boost our consumer goods and factory outputs. Go ahead and warn the TAA citizenry so they get some negative modifiers. Make them fucking take a feel for what they did to us. Gloria will absolutely promote this node. Make this level 6. Pietro Chico is dead. Damn. That was fast. Santa Ana is growing. Not fantastic. We can't pick up any economic advisors at this time. Please don't let me know about this. We could pick up potentially a few others. Wasteland economy is pretty bad, but we can't really do anything because of our lack of war support. And we're certainly not going backwards. Some infantry equipment and, hey, research bonuses on construction. So it's really, really good. Chems are banned. Regional councils are fine. Freedom of the press is fine. We've picked up our good advisors. Realistically speaking, it might be worth picking up somebody like Ferris offloads as well, potentially. More political power gain and stability is good. I don't think there's anybody that gives us anything too good. I mean, cost of core pharmaceuticals is really, really good. Mexican heritage and production cost, that's good. Yeah, there's so many good options here to pick, but we don't really care about everything else at the moment. Military high command, we're still kind of limited on some stuff. If we could pick up the AI versions, that'd be great, but we're not at that point yet. Okay, you're going to work on research now. And we've now warned the TAA citizenry. We're going to the path of progress. You will start towards a path to creating the Texas Development Zone, a new state unconstrained by the outmoded thought or plutocratic interests. So this is going to be establishing like a brotherhood chapter here. So we're going to get working on that. So we are stabilizing, which is good. Which is very, very good. More of our civs are finishing up, so we're going to finish up these civs, and then we're going to, because we should have plenty of time left on the New Deal to finish those up. And now that we're open to traders and we just keep working on stabilizing our economy and everything else, I think we'll be okay. Because obviously once we finish up this, I want to go down this tree, get the hand of the market, and start working towards all of that, so that we can obviously win the election. We could also go down the military innovation tree, kind of double back, get the intellectuals boosted up as well, get some more Mr. Handies, more automation, but it's not that big of a deal right now, as much as it may seem. A lot of this seems to be, like, I don't think they're really that strong, realistically speaking. The TAA we should absolutely wipe the floor with. Our biggest problem, obviously, right now is manpower, and due to the Texan secessionist effect, it's pretty fucking bad. So, that's all we can really do. That's a progress. Is this the same fucking guys who are spying on me twice? No, it's Sinaloa cartel spy. Oh, you little bastards. Alright, infantry technology reduction, which is great. Because we should be able to keep pushing this forward. I don't want to use this modifier on it. I mean, we could start to power armor. Power armor is really, really strong. It's expensive, but it's really strong. We absolutely could start on power armor. It might be worth it, especially if we're going to be doing like some hybrid Brotherhood of Steel thing. At the same time, there's so many other things we need to work on. But as it sits, I think we're okay. Yeah, we're going to be just fine. Let's see. Can't pick that up. Could pick up an army of command. More entrenchment and defense. Might be worth it, potentially. Could do this, but there's nothing that gives us like an immediate one. Jacob Martinez is fine. We'll pick him up for the trade opinion and the more political power gain. We can always replace him later. The trade opinion is pretty good, so it should incentivize people that like us to buy more of our goods, so in case of that. So we'll keep pushing that out. So Steel Reclamation's coming up. So in exchange for granted Brotherhood control, they've agreed to help train our fighting men, women, and robots, which we don't really have any robots, so big fat use those fucking are for now. And then this will get rid of the Texas secessionist negative modifier, which will be good. So we should be able to see if we can pivot to a better war economy. And we get 3 power armor units, I believe is what they are. 3 Rio Grande units. I think they're power armor, if I recall. Which, if because they're, like, really fucking good, you can kind of just curb stop your way into the TAA. Like, just fucking immediately. Makes them kind of scary. These are just waiting for more men out of anything. Our industry's just complete shite. But yeah, the TA is just growing stronger and stronger and stronger, which is not what we want them to do. We want to clap them real soon. And then work on advancing our tech alongside it. So it's about as best you can do for that. 60%. Let's go ahead and bump this up to... Can we get it to like 70%? Should be able to. 71%. We've 100% won this. Yeah, I don't have to worry about it. I can now save political power for other things. Regional councils is good. United States could be better. Honestly, could be very much better. Just a market for town officials. No, I think this is fine. I think this is fine. I think that's fine for now. Arbitrage is good. If we can get this up to 30%, which we will. We're getting world tensions boosting that. Death Clause ate our team, son of a bitch. So this will get rid of the nasty modifier, bumping us up to 40%. So we should be able to pivot to a better army here soon. Let's go ahead and start to work on our small arms. Yes, these are the power armor units I was talking about. So let's go ahead and get you guys on your own army. And I want you to have a new commander. Let's see. Can I get one that's specifically from you? That's a baller-looking ghoul outfit. Yeah, let's get you. Lone Wolf. Actually, Lone Wolf's pretty fucking good for you because you're like a super, super small unit. Yeah, you only have 4. Yeah, that's 100% worth it. Stop training. That is very much worth it. We can put you right on the border here. And a thrust to these provinces here. Take the TAA, take the Air Force Base and Van Velder, and then it'll probably shove their capital either up north or somewhere here in the south, which we can clean up. But absolutely. Can I put Pain Train on you? Yes, I can. So boost you up even more. Absolutely. Make these guys disgustingly good. Followers of the Apocalypse are great. Love the Followers of the Apocalypse. They were here last time. Let's go ahead and get them in. I want to at least get them done before... Let's see... I'll give you a base, and I'll escort your caravans, but I'm fuck off with that. You're not getting anything else. And also stop. We're not going to halt. The scavenging missions, that's really what's going to help us a lot. So, and standardized tools. Once you guys are in place here, because you won't be able to get a lot of entrenchment, but I really want to get your planning bonus up. That's the big thing. You guys are all pretty much planned out, which is good. She-shit doing the NCR, okay. Yeah, we can absolutely attack the TAA. Realistically speaking, I think we should be okay to do it. We'll see. Can we do anything that will help our... We have to be at war for a lot of this. Is there anything immediately at war that would help me? Not really, no. Okay. Yeah, if we needed to, we can buy things. But we don't need to buy any of this right now. And the Generalissimo is fine. How is our trade looking? We're selling some things here or there. People are buying, but not really. Clay working is great. Let's go ahead and get some resource efficiency now. How's our focus looking on this? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's some good bonuses for that. We're doing good. We're doing very, very good. Protect small arms manufacturers is great. Okay, let's go text and expertise. I'm going to make a quick save here, and we're going to see how we go. If I need to revert back because I'm a fucking idiot, we'll find out. Let's go ahead and shit out this last unit here. You are going to be going on this front down here. So let's go ahead and declare war against the TAA. Okay, and they're going to try to bash against us, which is what we expected. Our navy actually might be needed in this. Do they have a navy? I don't recall if they do. They have about the exact same rules as we do. Let's go ahead and get you as a naval commander. We'll go ahead and add the river as our run. So go ahead and patrol the river. Yeah, they're gonna try to sit here and bash against us, which is fine. That's our goal. We literally want to just get them to sit here and bash against us, weaken their own positions because we're heavily fortified. So as they sit there and take damages, they can't win anything. Research drills is not worth our time. News for the front is definitely not worth our time right now. I should have switched economies, but I didn't. No. Okay. Wildcap economy. Could make things cheaper. Nah. That's fine. Chief of the Army. Do I really want anybody right now? That really wouldn't be too bad for you to like really juice our power armor units, honestly speaking. At the same time, there's something to be said about a consumer goods reduction. So helping boost our baseline on factories. Okay, they're attacking from multiple fronts. Let's go ahead and shift a unit over there. Oh wow, yeah, they're pretty much like bashed against us, and they can't really hold up against it. Their troops, I mean, they have men in the field, but I don't think they're going to be able to do anything against us, realistically.
Listo para
I
avanzar.
need you to be, like, cautious as shit, and then assault. Yeah, they can't attack us. They capture the warren. Wow! The troll warren's falling. Laser weaponry is fantastic. Let's go ahead and get piercing on all that. Beautiful. Yes, it's going to suck to do this, but we need to. Yeah, they're not going to be able to attack, and because they attacked previously, their entrenchment is completely toast. Yeah, realistically, I want this entire battle plan to be slow and methodical. Slow and methodical. Let's go ahead and do this. We are seeing a naval battle. Their navy is completely shit. Texan expertise is great. We'll do American engineering next. Yeah, we are punching through the TAA right now. They have no ability to stand us. Realistically speaking, I should probably change my navy off of fucking convoys at this point and do heavy trimarines, use water and scrap metals, or anything just uses scrap. Not really. What's this build out? Oh god. Oh Jesus, I hate the naval system. Alright, sure, you can have that. Just got shipping confirmation on what? What did you buy? Also, I will hydrate here in a moment. Okay, their capital's fallen. What does it default to now? Okay, it's defaulted to you. That's great.
Instrucciones.
Okay, if we can take this, that should put them at a pretty shit position to be in. We'll be here on Tuesday. Oh god, what did you buy? Tell me, wife. Tell me. The TA will capitulate after 30%. It's not great. Now we are... Yeah, because as long as we can attack them, we celebrate our World Day, a day commemorating our traditions and our pre-war celebrations that turn to ash by nuclear fire. Oh, okay. Perfect timing for your stream. Oh, God. What is it? Tell me these things. What is it? Yeah, so far so good. Obviously our war support's down, but that's about what you can expect. Vacuum tubes are great. Let's go and pick up local workspaces as well. Okay, we're attacking, we're attacking. Nope, of course. And Death Claws in our teams. Son of a bitch. American engineering done. Hand of the market. Oh, love you too, hon. Alright, so they've lost that capital. It goes to there now. Okay, so let me delete this.
Listo, señor.
I need you to do a spearhead directly here, okay? That's what I need you to do. I mean, actually, realistically... I think this is your one. No, you're like the darker one. Yeah, there you are. Alright. Realistically, we're going to do this. Put you there, spearhead there. Yes, please. Please halt whatever you guys are doing. Please move your asses over here. And rapid fire assault. All ours establish themselves. Beautiful. Do some more support, but gain some stability. Not too shabby. Naval battle? We sunk a canoe. Oh, good. We done sunk their canoe, Jim Bob. So, right now, our only hope is to power through with the power armor divisions and take their victory points. It's really our saving grace right now. The fall of the Twin Mother. Shit. That's not good. There we go. They've lost that. Where is their capital faulted to now? Eagle Pass.
Listo, señor.
Can you take Eagle Pass, please?
Listo para avanzar.
Another fucking Solano operative. God damn it, man. Coming out of the woodwork. We will pick up another... We will pick up Costa Pharmaceuticals. Make our shit cheaper. Because I would absolutely love to include it in our stuff, but I don't think we have the stockpiles for it. We got 500. I don't think it's enough, but... Could add chems. We would need 300. Oh, okay, so we do have plenty. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. We had plenty enough to do that.
Listo. Instrucciones.
I want you to go ahead and try to attack for Eagle Pass. You as well, please attack for Eagle Pass. Thank you. Oh, TAA surrendered. Beautiful. We will take all of it. They had no navy because we sunk it all. Great. The Texas Development Zone. The defeat of the TAA gave Rosado the opportunity to put words into actions. The swaggering gun merchants who bullied the people of Crystal City were a thing of the past. In their place strode Rio engineers, Brotherhood scribes, and even a few super mutant scholars from Austin. The Smiths of Laredo are free to work on their own. Rosado has promised a home to all free thinkers across the waste. Followers, atheists, Canaanites, and even a few Securitrons from Robot City were found on Laredo's streets. Almost overnight, the town built on New World hopes began to flourish. Some thought the city would soon even surpass Vault City in technological splendor. Rosado, that was just a start. The beginning of the end. So, they leave. They become the Texas Development Zone, which is run by Elder Miller. And this is their own little itty-bitty focus tree. They will try to become independent. We will not allow that to happen. But they will industrialize themselves. So they'll create their own units. They will do their own thing, basically trade, give us units as well. Or give us buildings as well, kind of just do their own thing at the cost of manpower, things like that. In general, we're going to be feeling way, way better off from this point. So that is complete. On to River Merchants, clones, all that crap. So let's go ahead and do the secure foreign loans. Our troops can now rest easy. Go ahead and spread them out all over. Let them chill the fuck out. They have won a very, very hard, tough slot war, and we will now let them rest. Way out in the land of setting sun. Ooh, hold on. The Nevada Pact. Interesting. The Nevada Pact has formed. Who is that including for you right now? Just you and the NCR, I think, is just your agreement. But that is interesting. Fucking more spies. All right. I could clamp down on the autonomy, which realistically I might, honest to God, because we can get a lot of political power out of it right now. For followers, though, we're going to do our standard tried and true, have them help with our settlements. Government bonds is pretty fucking bad. I would not recommend it. Water is good for building slots. Research speed is good. I think I'll take the water, because I think it's one of the few aspects. Yeah, we are hurting on water pretty bad. We did get back our industry, which is great. Great. We're just hurting on, like, everything now, because I changed our fucking economy. But we'll try to fund the army as soon as we can as well. How are we looking on the Senate side of things? 71%, still pretty good. We're still holding strong. So at this point, it's just more rebuilding and working. All right, work camps is done. Let's go ahead and do dedicated equipment. That should have helped a little bit. 10% is 10% still, regardless of what you think you can muster. 10% is 10%. Ooh, the election of 2277. It's coming soon. I'm gonna spend. I can't fucking spend any more political power. Son of a bitch. So I think we're gonna win this election. Fingers crossed. When's it happen? Doesn't tell me. What do I get from them? They give me nothing? They give me nothing in terms of factories? That's kind of criminal. That's really kind of criminal. Yeah, I guess not. Do they at least trade with us? Not really, no. Nobody really trades with us. Alright, secure foreign loans is done. Let's go ahead and approach the river merchants. Get a more efficiency gain on that. We can do foreign investments. So, loans from New Vegas, which should be pretty good. Loans from Vault City. Loans from Costa Cafeteria. Let's go ahead and do loans from Vegas. They'll give us some free Securitrons. So we got, should give us a bunch of Securitrons. Or is it literally just 50? If that's the case, that's criminal. For our light robot divisions, I do want to kit them out at minimum with CNC. I can't add anything else, realistically. That's fine. So just the CNC will be fine. Let's go ahead and get these training up. There we go. 60 divisions of robots. Whenever the fuck we can manufacture them. Use all of our political power on that shit. Or all of our fucking manpower on that shit. Speaking of political power, let's go ahead and get a loan from Vault City. Let's see. Foreign investments. Oh, actually, that's pretty good. And it's not an expiring modifier right now. So that's actually going to help out quite a bit. So keep working on our new deal benefits. Fantastic. Time the healer will fully get rid of signs of first growth. Boy from the Bayou is good for Justin Walton and Amelia Martinez. So Amelia Martinez has more trade factor and income. Justin Walton's kind of an asshole. At the same time, I don't think I can get you because you're a lock to a different tree. That's fine. But we'll definitely go back and finish this up. So scavenging stations, the Gloria Reservoir, the building tech, the housing developments, get all of this done up, and then switch to military until the election is finished. So we still got plenty to do. So realistically, the only focus I need to do is Amelia Martinez to get her for the trade deal. Old schematics, resource gain efficiency, absolutely. Logistics issue. Fucking what? What logistics issue? We have plenty of infantry equipment. What are you huffing? Oh, no manpower. That makes sense. Hold on. Let me calm the fuck down with the robots. You don't have manpower. You don't have manpower. You don't have manpower. You have some manpower. Okay, realistically, I can scrap this whole fucking line. I'm just gonna scrap the whole thing. Let's keep. I want to keep the scavenging missions going. That's the big thing. As long as we can get scavenging missions going, that's my big thing. Okay. I don't care about you. You're more important for the trade opinion factor. Just to make sure we can keep trading with people, because I really, really need them to buy our goods. Because right now, almost nobody's buying our shit, and that's not good. It's not good at all. Since we are a very open economy right now, it's kind of hurting us. Let's go ahead and get the 250 manpower from that as well. And we really want to take advantage of some of our bonuses also, so... Oh no, the fucking Alamo are dead. Shit. That is a shame. Yeah, Santa Ana's growing fucking scary. Really fucking scary. Local workspaces is good. Could do that as well, but at the same time, I think it's worth... I think power armor is still the focus, really. Armor units are... Well, I mean, we're doing robots. It's kind of whatever. Realistically speaking. Air might be a good investment for sure, I think, at this point. Start working towards, like, monoplane fighter... Or, not mono fighters, attackers. So we can start getting some CAS. I think planes are really going to be our lifesaver because CAS is king. And our last investment will be loans from Costa Cafeteria. And at this point, we're going to save up money and switch off of Wasteland Economy to funding the army. How's our modifier look for this right now? Oh, that's actually pretty good. A lot of political power gain. Yeah, we're making 2 a day. It's pretty fucking good. So we'll get her unlocked as an advisor, the Trade Baroness. And then Time of the Healer does not matter because we still have the new deal for till December, and then we got to re-up it. Because it's really fucking good. So yeah, we're eating through this right now. So far, so good. You're done. We are now going to do the scavenging stations. Gloria Harbor is actually pretty good too, but I think, yeah, you know what? Institute of Pre-War is better just to get the goods we need for the robots when we fully kick them off, because we will need the circuitry and all that. Upgrades are slowly getting drawn out of our people, which is fine. Realistically, I should probably swap some of these forces, so the territorial forces should be changed to National Guard divisions. We just don't have the manpower. Shit. That's what I wanted to know. What can you do? Rio declared war on MODOK, so yeah, we're just back to sitting around and waiting for the election to fire at some point here soon. The Battle of Hoover Dam has begun. Why don't we go take a look at that while we work on our focuses? Let's go ahead and get... Are we still hurting the most on water right now? Yeah, water's really like our big stopping point, but not really. Power is too. I think those scavenging stations will start and do that, so that'll be okay. Let's go ahead and see the Battle of Hoover Dam. I said attaché, are we out of publicity range? I think we're out of publicity range. Oh, it's a border conflict, right? It's not actually a war. So fingers crossed, we might see who wins one. In the previous runs, we've had them fucking lose the Battle of Hoover Dam multiple times because they're just not fucking prepared. Anniversary of American occupation. Got that been up before. Go ahead and start working on bomb gliders. Well, let's take that's done. Let's go ahead and... Production efficiency retention is pretty fucking good. At the same time, we've got a lot of shit we need to upgrade because we're all behind. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get the rapid capacitor weapons. Really start upgrading all of our equipment. The old war holds. Status quo. God, where was that in our other run? Now is the TAA developing? What are you working on right now? Resource extraction, which gives me what? Nothing. We got a bunch of manpower for territorial conscription. I want them to do this. I really want them to do this. Brilliant Mind's good because they can kind of just build their own. They get a bunch of off-map stuff. We're not going to worry about planes at this moment, but right now we're just going to keep building up our economy, taking advantage of the New Deal. Because once that expires, we'll have to re-up it, but I want to get working on multiple things at that point. Let's see about... Yeah, we can get a whole bunch of arms going up in all this. So right now, you're working on Rio Steel Heart, which is going good. Yeah, it's going really, really good. A lot of steel, a lot of circuitry. Scavenging stations are going to be complete, which is great. Let's go ahead and do the Gloria Reservoir next for even more resources. People are still trading with us, which is good. They're buying more of our scrap. As their economies grow, they will have to buy from us, which is fantastic. Our trade opinion is pretty nice, so we actually get quite a bit of influence in who gets what. Get from above. No rain this season. That's not a good sign. Yeah, this whole thing's just kind of blowing all over the place. But Texas in and of itself is a very resource-heavy area. Las Gras and Picos is buying a lot of our goods here. And if they die, it's going to suck to lose a trade partner. That's pretty good. Because we're getting 4 from trade right now, and I really don't want to give that up. So we'll just keep chewing through it. Nearly enough political power to sway to funding the army. I don't think we're going to get enough war support for a well-funded army, unless I'm blind, and there is... Here's the thing. I do this, we lose a shitload of weekly stability. There's really nothing else that can help me with in that regard. Really nothing. So we've really just got to kind of sit here and do this. And wait it out. Just keep building up our infrastructure. As for aircraft company... Let me switch off of our military, and then we'll do this. So we gotta do monoplane as well. So we should be able to get more factories there. Oh yeah, we freed up a few from our consumer goods, which is good. As we keep finishing our infrastructure, keep doing our civs. If we still have the time, we'll keep doing it. The Gloria Reservoir is done. Gloria Harbor is worth it to a point, but I think still the building tech bonuses are worth it, as well as the foundry bonuses as well. Yeah, I know we're hurting on manpower. We're really just trying to make the most out of it right now. But we are making plenty of political power. The next 100 political power we'll get, we'll absolutely use on aircraft company. So we'll go ahead and get this all set up. Focusing arrays is done. Beautiful. Buffing our infantry equipment. You know, ahead. Why don't we invest in common laser rifles? Really juice our equipment here. Really take advantage of all that. So really take advantage of it all. We're still good until December. So I think we're okay. I mean, realistically, do I really want to eke it out? I kind of do. We'll go ahead and do this, and then you can work on other stuff, but I'll have you do that and then get these done. Indecisive 22... Oh, the election's in like 30 days. Oh, shit. So, yeah, we're coming up on it. We're nearly there. Scavengers found... Oh, Arcjet! Ooh! Ooh. Fuck that. We're getting this. That is good. Oh, my God. I mean, I would love something like fucking Robco or whatever, but oh, my God. Absolutely. Go ahead and finish you up. Beautiful. Get the foundry refinishment done. What does this say? No reason why you can't continue to develop our foundry. Exactly. So, all right, we're going to pick up Arcjet. Yeah, absolutely. Boost our research speed on aircraft? Fuck yeah. We have a bunch of limited bonuses on a bunch of various resource stuff. But yeah, that's going to be really nice. That should help greatly. Oh yeah, that reduction's really fucking good from Arcjet. 15% is really good. So we might be able to get our Air Force up and running before we think about it. And here comes the election. Rio is with Rosado. Ooh. The Rose of Mexico. Rosado's critics mocked her, seeing her as another victim of old world blues, but Rosado's vision wasn't about mad science or the Brotherhood's power armor knights. Rosado grew up in a hard-scrabble village to the Monclava and remembered as a child the first time she saw electricity. Un fuego sin humo. I'm sorry, I don't know what that means. When Rosado got older, she learned that all of Mexico once shined at night, so bright and happy that its cities rivaled the stars at night. Rosado was 13. She built a windmill to power her village. When she was 15, she helped build a water purifier for it. When she was 17, she left, vowing that when she was through, all of the waste would light up the night once again. Now Rosado promises that if you give her 5 years, Rio chapter will never be the same, a land of peace, plenty, and power. We will be a light in the darkness. So we will have access to her focuses now, which is great. I can't support the Alamo chapter because they're fucking dead. Because fucking Santa Anna's a dick. But we can do the sex support though. Which is great. I really like doing their stuff because you get some really good bonuses from them, but not happening now. We get scribe tutors, Texas trades, so we get to share. Medical knowledge is good as well, but not really a focus. Path the Elite to get scribe millers, fantastic. We can't do this because they're dead. This would give us goals against who? Cross the Rio again. We get claims on all that shit. Yeah, keep Austin weird. The City of Development. Keep doing through this. Yeah, there's a lot we still got to work on. Fool's Army, shackling Santa Anna, so we'll be able to do all of these. The Scorned Emperor, when Tlaloc dies. Tlaloc lost son, doing Armageddon Station once we get the keys. Yeah, there's a lot we need to do here still. But before we get fully started on this, I will do this focus. Before we jump elsewhere, I want to get our military resolved. And then probably start working on our Air Force too. Realistically, I only care about this. just getting the free air for the air bases. That's all I really care about. Oh, I should have done that ages ago. That's 10%. I didn't realize that. I don't think we care about any else here. So we'll do this, this, and then automation department. Once we're done with refurbishments. Yeah, we'll just keep trucking on, our robots are slowly but surely coming out. We are producing more of them. Our infrastructure is coming up. We are getting to the point where we're going to lose the New Deal here soon, which is okay. But I really, really want to crack all this out as soon as possible. High capacity, our heavy rapid capacity weapons is fantastic. Let's go ahead and get a bonus to focus fire on that. Replace our shit guns with something better. We do not have the energy for that, but that's okay. We will get it with trade at some point. People are still buying our things to a point, but not enough. If we can somehow get to 50%, I'd love it, so we can get well-armed army, but there's no shot in shit we're going to be able to do that. So, yeah, what can you do? Factory refurbishment done. We'll go ahead and reclaim the Rio Grande for the 10% population factor. Fuck me, I can't speak. Which will help greatly. Because right now this is just harkered on that. We do have the more men, which means I should be able to switch everybody to National Guard divisions. Yeah, everybody's going to become a National Guard division. You need to become a National Guard division. You guys also need to become National Guard divisions. You're perfectly fine. You're gonna get fucking medals, is what you're gonna get. Let's see. Recon, experienced soldiers lost. I'd rather give you recon. Division defense, supply consumption. Recon. Recon and defense. Make them tanky. Build them up. Tanky boys. I'm negative political power. Shit. Can I keep going? No, I can't. Oh well. Still, our troops are doing good. We're building up. We're building up. Gubrena Igueres sent a caravan to Flagstaff. Gubrena Igueres has sent more resources to Flagstaff. This is not good for Rio. Not good for Rio at all. Macagienta de Sol is not being a nice man. So, don't worry. Don't you worry. We will wipe them out too. I don't want to worry about expanding our borders. We physically can't right now. I mean, realistically, yes. Could we? Absolutely. But the problem is... No, we already won this. The election's fucking mute. Yeah, the election doesn't fucking matter at all. We could boost our research rate, which is honestly not that bad of an idea. But fuck the Senate. You think I give a fuck what the Senate thinks at this point? Actually, I should probably think about what the Senate thinks at this point. Because they're probably going to need to pass some things. So we will lobby the deputies. Try to flip more deputies to our side. We have the senators, which is great, but we don't have the deputies, which is not good. So 80s are doing their thing. We're still chewing through ours. We're doing our reclaim so we can get our 10% recruitable pop, which is great. No undesirables is fine. We don't really care about that. We could recruit all super mutants to get some really good bonuses. It's not a bad idea, realistically speaking. Okay, that's going to give us another 10%. We're going to go ahead and establish the Air Corps so that we can build our Air Force bases and get those up and running. Our research is still chewing along quite nicely, so we're doing pretty good on that regard. Our deal is not set to expire just yet. We're nearly done on a few factories. Once that's complete, we'll be hunky-dory. Because I really, really want to juice that New Deal modifier. And again, worst comes to worst, we can pick it up again. Time is the healer, and grants it permanently to us, but it's just not as good. And it gets rid of the negatives, which is fine. Okay, we've gone ahead and done the next tier of that. Let's go ahead and get resource energy gain up and running, because we might need specific resources, in this case, like energy. We'll be able to get, like, power station buildings themselves. They're fucking expensive, but they do generate the resource out of nothing. So it's kind of a give and take in that regard. I think we're okay at the moment other than that. I don't really want to utilize the followers for anything else at the moment, unless that event, or that Civ requirement pops up again, because I'd love to do that one. Motorized flight's done. Beautiful. Which means we'll be able to do triplane attackers. Oh yeah, that cost reduction is insane. Scavengers found something. Oh, production and construction tech. Absolutely. I'm not going to say no more to that. So this will be finishing up here soon. I mean, we can actually pick up both and like really fucking decrease all this shit. But it's only applies to fighters is a problem. We're going to be doing CAS. Yeah, we're going to be doing close support planes, so it's really not that worth it. None of this is relatively worth it as far as I'm aware. Yeah. That's all fine. We don't really need a military advisor. Air Corps has been established, which is beautiful. Let's go ahead and get the Texas Brotherhood for the research speed empowerment research. Go ahead and do that. And then we will go ahead and do prioritize the military innovation, Radic. Honestly, we can ignore Radic. Functionally, we can ignore Radic. And then we will do Gloria Military Academy, Department of Automation, and nope, more Sugar Skulls. Robot Recovery, Machine Age, and then ChicoNet to get more robots, to get 500. But you don't know is actually quite a bit, because the robots in themselves only use about 150, so it's at least 5, or like 4-ish divisions. Technically 3 divisions of stuff. So it's pretty good. It's pretty fucking good. Just to grab early. Resource production's great. Let's go ahead. Let's see, there's any other bonuses here. 50% bonus here. I'd rather get the factory output, thank you. Because don't get me wrong, we do need to do these, but getting the power stations, all this up and running will be good to have in the future. It's just not what we need at the moment. Focus fire is good. Let's go ahead and start working on our refined mixture, making sure our chems are good as well. Yeah, we're really starting to rake in the manpower here. You've got this. Let's go ahead and get you a fire team detachment, because you're already... I mean, I could just like slap another fire team in here. That stats pretty good. Reliability goes up, supply usage ticks up, weight ticks up, combat width ticks up. Yeah, fuck it. We need a lot more manpower and a lot more fire our teams. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. I can make that work. Boost our divisions just a tad bit. Just a tad bit. Make them slightly better. They want more military production. We can actually achieve that. Because we are finishing up the new deal here soon, and then we will be focusing exclusively on mills and infra, which will be good. So Gloria can get another mill. These will all get developed. Thanks be to God. More stability. Can't say no more stability. And the support of the Texas Brotherhoods. Beautiful. We're going to prioritize the military, get more political power, all that fun jazz. Let's see. Is there anything else I can use my political power for at this time? Training, definitely. And I will lobby the deputies. No, I will not do that. This requires finishing the focus. No, this doesn't require focus, right? This is new weapons. Actually, it does. What's the focus? I think it might be locked to somebody else, is the thing. Yeah, I think it's locked to somebody else. But these are all like our growth conquest ones. We can eat Picos, which will be good. Let's see, industrial, show of faith, knowledge of the good. I want to get scribe tutors and Texas trade. Then we'll do industrial support, show of faith, bring Picos home, the jewel, and then across the Rio, and then start eating our way down. Yeah, actually, we could pick up these two early. Getting these to get the focuses for what we need to do is absolutely worthwhile as well. So we're kind of in a kind of thing. I'll pick this up for the Daily Army XP. Can't say no to it, because we will need it obviously for our things.
Sí, señor.
Our robot divisions are coming in clutch. Perfect. Come on out. So whenever those get finished up, I'll go ahead and pre-assign you to him. It doesn't really matter. Hold on. Another Pale Moonlight. Political Rebel Speech. Ooh. Recent shakeup of the administration has been radical, to say the least. With that in mind, some amount of political outcry is inevitable. Welcome, even after all, society has always thrived in openness and multilateralism. God. But won't get too much of a good thing. So we will respond in kind. We'll take the political power hit. I don't want to take the long-term hit. Okay, that's done. Let's go ahead and do military innovation.
Atención!
Another free unit. So I want to assign you to this. So you will go to somebody. As a general order, which will be fine. Follow the hangdogs. Whoa! Hold on. Is that either Lanius killing them or the Warden killed them? Oh, it's Lanius. Son of a bitch. Damn. Lock away more of our manpower just in case, because you can get bad events where you'll lose manpower and things. This locks them down pretty heavily. I also think this is probably an event from the TAA that's just giving us manpower as well. We can check, because there are focuses for it. Yeah, this exactly was. So we got 750 manpower. Finish your fucking mutual trade agreements, you little shit. Thank you. I ain't even done like best and the brightest and crap. Grant C. Hayes elected the NCR. Whoa, I'm not even playing with Old World Blues. What the fuck? That's a hell of a run. That's fucking crazy. I've only had that happen ever once. Yeah, Dreams of the Old World. This is like a super unique one. I have never done this run before. As you can see, the NCR is like full of fucking shite. There's always a run in possibilities there, so. I'm getting 6 from trade right now, so people are trading with us some more. Mostly like baseline goods, nothing advanced. Triplane attacker, refined mixture. Let's go ahead and do stim packs. I will spend the military XP for that. Let's go ahead and get you researching lightweight metals as well. Our robots are coming off the assembly line. Beautiful. We are growing our military. Perfect. Perfect. And then, let's see, we'll do this, and then whack. So once you're done, you're going to do that. Once you're done, you're going to do that. And then I think that's fine. Are you going to invite some people to your faction? I don't have a faction. Well, I actually have the Rio pack, but there's nobody who wants to join. I get notified if I want to join. Nothing for the Old World Blues, which is fine. Let's keep lobbying the deputies. How's that swinging, by the way? 75. Oh, wow. Okay. That's actually doing pretty good. That's doing pretty good. Military innovation is fantastic. Getting some more behind tech. You can invite the free fighters to my alliance? I can look, but I don't think I can. No, because nations cannot join factions through manual gameplay actions due to game rules. Yeah, so it doesn't work in the traditional sense. So they've got to either join through a focus or what have you. I think there's a way to invite them through here. Basically going through this. Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see about all this. But I definitely want to make sure we're doing good on this. Tlaloc is losing his shit. He's at 31% right now. He's close to the fucking end of his life. He's suffering bad. He's suffering very, very bad right now, and I have no idea what the fuck he's working on. So, we will see. Oh, new cannon caught fire. That's pretty normal. El Presidente Day. Yippee. Oh, well. So there's been some developments. Obviously, we've gotten our common energy tech. Caesar's Legion's coming up on our ass. What's crazy is that your unique keyboard was brand new. Yeah, like it was. I only had it for like a couple of weeks, and then the cats fucking nuked it, which was just criminal. I only had it for like a couple weeks, and then the cats killed it. So, not too happy about that. But new keyboard thanks to wife is, yes, wife and Beth is very, very good. Or clicky, but yes, I don't mind the clicky. Backyard Workshops is done. Deathclay's ate our team, son of a bitch. You are going back on more robots. Let's keep improving our CNCs. I don't want to do any... Actually, I could start. ChicoNet stash is done. I want you to be our next kind of like big investment here. We'll be into planes, so you're going to be that, and then planes. ChicoNet's done. We're going to go ahead and go down. As much as I want the Civ, I think it's more important to rush this, so we got the arms factories and a few other goodies going on that regard. Do need to get basic generator tech at some point just to like juice our gains, but at the same time I think our infrastructure will be able to benefit from that. Yeah, our infrastructure should put us over from that, so we should be okay. I think we'll be okay. Oh yeah, we're doing good. Our economy's doing very, very good. Yes, have a good night, Squanchy. You're putting God's work in those thumbnails. That's good shit. It's good shit. Go get some rest. All right, monoplane attackers. Yes. Monoplane attackers, absolutely. And just keep pumping into our industry. Realistically, I could get some anti-air as well if I needed it. Arguably putting some, like, fucking forts here wouldn't be that bad of an idea. Just because fucking these guys... Goddamn animals. We'll see. We'll see. So right now, the only holdup right now is the heavy capacity weapons and obviously our robots, which I think, if I look, is going to be like fucking years in advance. Yeah, like 2 years out before we complete that. So we'll just have to keep working on that. I could pivot off of Tlaloc stagnation, but I don't want to just yet. I like to stick with the stability, the resource gain, and the infrastructure usage. When are we playing Civ 6? We will. I don't have caravans? Oh my god, fucking supplies, dude. It's like, that's 101. Give me my goddamn supplies. There you go. Alright, industrial support. We got better scenarios to run together. That's true. Yeah, just focus on a show of faith. Keep going down our focus right now. So we'll get our new leader, I think. The army org is probably worth it, but the political power cost is insane. Ooh, Tales from Afar. Mexico is not the only land of titans and fallen empires. Freedom from the north have a frequent side of our lands, and they bring tales of adventures and heroism that put the Atlani Dagar warriors to shame. A few of these stories became local favorites. Ooh, base war support, please. As much as I want to do no outsiders, I think it's not a bad idea. Or getting mutants is probably not a bad idea, because I can counteract this modifier by basically going, let's see. Yeah, realistically, I could do this. And then, because that will boost our recruitable pop pretty significantly. And then when I get the 400, I can go Military Training Academy and counter the division organization hit and actually gain positively from it. Will hurt on the supply, but that's okay. Tlaloc operative, what the fuck? But that's okay. Definitely think it's time for maintenance companies. Let's go ahead and get researching on those. I want to put those in for our attacks of our people. We're not hurting on like reliability from our in this direct sense, but I want our robots to do better in combat in general. Armor hardening, beautiful. Let's go ahead and get Mark IIs going. See how we chew through that. We're still making more caravans because apparently we just don't have them, which is strange. So I'll just have one set to go make them ad infinitum. And so far we're doing good. Our first unit should come out here soon, but I am going to increase their training time as soon as we have political power by 20%, but I want to counter that division org hurt, so let's go ahead and do that. So yeah, they probably just got... it's not that bad. Rio's been bypassed. Beautiful. let's go ahead and bring Picos home. Picos was founded by the settlers of the Republic. Unless you listen to the North Americanos who were there first, let's bring them home. Yep. So we're going to go annex Picos, I think is what it is. Which is not great because we're going to lose a trading partner, but I think they're fairly developed. The bigger problem is fucking Lanius has grown, so has the Legion. Thrust engines is good. Let's go again and head CNC iBots. Keep pushing that out. Improve our technology. Let's go ahead and keep rallying the deputies. We are nearly at the max, or at the minimum, to be able to control both the Senate and the Deputy Congress, which will be good. And in 20 days, we'll be able to bring Picos home. I think Chief of the Army time's probably going to end up being, I think planning speed, realistically, because we can't afford to do this at the time. Yeah, we're kind of at a point where it's not too great. Yeah, because we're not rulers or elites, we're a people's faction, so it's kind of tough compared to, like, the intelligentsia. But it looks like the TAA is growing their numbers. They just don't have a lot. Most of them are on the border with Picos, which is a bit odd. And they are finishing... They finished their focus, so now they're on infinites, which is fine. Subject may rate its autonomy soon to becoming what? No. I refuse. We're going to go ahead and build some infrastructure. How about that? Go ahead and put these at the top of the list. Thank you. Go actually finish up my military factories as well. I want to keep them in the loop. Pico said no. You little fucker. You said no? Time as a healer. Great. Get that up and running. You said fucking no? These units need to get the fuck off of him. Go somewhere else. Actually, you're gonna get fucking, like, fully separated out. You're not gonna be involved in this anymore. Picos said no. What? Absolutely the fuck not. Please set up positions on the border. Thank you. Alright, let's go ahead and actually set you up for what you should be. You're gonna be a defensive unit there. No, we're fucking Picos colony's coming back into full whether they like it or not. You're gonna do that. You're gonna push in. Realistically, I'll put you there. Put you up. You're gonna push from this front also. And then my specialized boys are gonna hold the coast there. I want them to do that. So yeah, get all of our troops in fucking position. This is bullshit that Pico said no. I'm not fucking having it. I can invest. Ooh, hold on. That's a free civ. I want to reduce the master impact as well on this. Tax breaks for factories. Yep, we'll go ahead and do that. As soon as I get 75 political power, we're going to crack down because I don't want them to break free. But fucking Picos, man. Really? I've got to waste fucking men fighting your dumb as shit war? From Onyx, almost free? Good man. So we'll get first signs of healer. Maintenance companies are in. That's great. Let's go ahead and improve those. We've got more robots coming off the front line. Beautiful. Go ahead and reinforce there. We finished up the militias, which is good. Can I train some more? Okay, some. Let's go ahead and get those trained out. Let's make sure all of our people are in position for this war. Once they're all happy and hunky-dory, we'll be able to take advantage of it. Yeah, I'm not too thrilled about what the fuck Picos is doing right now. Because I was hoping we could just eat them, and I think I might just honestly puppet them, realistically speaking, because I don't want to manage the land. It's not good. Yeah, it's really not good. So we'll have to just keep working on that. So once all my my troops are in position here, better yet, actually, I'm gonna pull you off of this. I'm going to delete these orders here real quick. You can stay with your order there. You're going to cross there. That's fine. You, I would rather be at the beachhead here. So we can have you push out and take from the other side, from the land
Listo,
crossing.
señor.
Go ahead and put you there as well. And let them build up their org. Let them re-entrench if they need it.
Instrucciones.
Time the healer. Beautiful. And now we're going to do Mexico, the Great Jewel. So we can raid the technology of Mexico. Okay. I think my units are in position. They just need a little bit of time to redo their organization. Which apparently the weather's just going to say, fuck you. No. Ooh, God, I really wish I could get one more point into that, but I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. Ah, they broke free. Son of a bitch. Well, not free. They're... Basically, we don't get as much out of them, which is not great. As you can see, our factories went down quite. So, not too happy about that. I think I can bring them back into the fold. Only need 23. Yeah, and I can basically, the more I build in them, the faster it'll hit them. So I'm going to clamp down on them as well. I'm 100% bringing them back into the fucking fold. They don't get a choice in this. Alright, let's go ahead and deck the war. Call allies.
Listo para avanzar.
There you go. Monoplane attackers. Beautiful. I want to research... Because I can do the ground pounder, which is specifically built for this. Realistically, it kind of hurts it a little bit, but... And slightly higher production cost. It's not that bad. It's really not that bad. But the range is slightly shitter. So, go ahead and put you on that. Okay, be very cautious in your approaches here. Just take them out as best you can, okay? And we will puppet them. That being said, I do want to go engine advancements. It's a hell of a head of tech at time, but if we can get better casts, we'll absolutely use it against fucking Santa Ana. But Picos needs to fall in line relatively fucking quick. Free Fighters wants to send some volunteer? Sure, absolutely. Free Fighters can come on in. Mexico, the Great Green Jewel. Let's go ahead and do the Fool's Army. And what this allows us to do is do things on the map mode here, I believe. Let's see. Subsidize research efforts, absolutely. Okay. The means of destruction. Tlaloc has managed to maintain a vast robotic army, largely independent from that of Mexican economy, despite the total collapse of civilization following the nuclear exchange. Maybe we can pick up a few tricks. Maximilian's first gift. One of the many gifts from Maximilian to Rosado that spawns in Gloria. Rats in the walls for off-world. Land doctrine. Let's go ahead and see what the gifts are. I mean, we obviously have the political power gain to kind of do what we want. So we're going to be doing all of it. Oh yeah, we're doing just fine. Yeah, Picos won't be able to kind of keep up with this. We're going to have to just crush them. Police Protectrons is great. Let's go ahead and get Precision Motors going. We're going to swap onto Police Protectrons. Yes, we're going to hurt on our efficiency, but that's okay. Yeah, so far so good. Can I get one of you robots divisions to walk over to New Picos and then shove their capital somewhere else so it hurts their supply a little? No longer get the effects of industrial support, which is what I expected. We got another thing we can do. Let's go ahead and do means of destruction, so we can get better robots. And I can reduce their autonomy here shortly. Thank you. Main sufficiency is actually a good one, but at this point we're going to be pivoting our land doctrine to automated warfare. So we'll be getting planning bonuses, consumption, pushing our robots to the best of the best. This helps our frontline robots and CNC, but hurts our platoons. This helps our army in general. Robots, yeah. Refined construction's good as well. Factory output's not bad, but definitely want to go down the route of refined construction and quality. I don't give a shit about your expeditionary forces. Just figure it the fuck out. Let's go ahead and take Van Horn, and this should be the end of Pico's colony. Ooh, lock read schematics, you say? How are those compared to our others? Just faster. Okay, that's fine. The Fool's Army, the War of the Intellects. Compared to the emotionless robots that patrolled Santa Ana's territory, Rosado's resources were plentiful. Few Brotherhood detachments, infantry who struggled to beat the Legion, some old pre-war tank anti-missiles. Rosado had a plan. Tlaloc hadn't been so foolish as to leave himself no way to stop Santa Ana, and his passwords were somewhere in Mexico. We gain war goals on fucking... Yeah, okay. That's not happening. But we can, like, rip technology from little bastards' arms, which is fantastic. Just be an absolute dick about it, which I absolutely will be clicking those buttons. Hostile takeover, absolutely. Let's go ahead and do that as well. Keep pushing this out. I just need you to... actually, I'm going to split you so you can help push the riverfront as well. But we are absolutely going to dominate this. Let's see. Come on. Just give it up.
Atención!
Okay, I need you to have a new little micro border here. And I need you to thrust into here. Thank you. Targeted strikes with power armor units, absolutely. Because, wow, they can actually pierce us, which is kind of... No, they can't. We can pierce them, they can't pierce us. That's good. That's real good. We really need to work on our power armor units, because our tech is still severely behind on those. Alright, let's go ahead and keep pushing there. Picos has fallen. Beautiful. We're going to go ahead and make him a puppet. And I'll leave them their navy. We're just going to puppet them. Okay? No. No. You're not getting anything out of this, bud. You're not getting anything out of this. I'm fighting my own fucking vassal for this shit. Dude, you're not getting anything. Sorry. Not happening. We're gonna have a puppet, and then I'm gonna return those territories to him. So there we go. So I got to keep it, and they go back to him. So they're going to go through the same thing. So we're going to get resource extraction, which will just generate more resources, mutual trade, economic support, and then they're going to try to break free, which not fucking happening. Speaking of which, get the fuck back down. You are not having a fucking say in this. Give me your factories. You don't get a choice. Tlaloc is actually buying our shit, which is kind of hilarious. Lifterbot? I don't remember doing that research, but I think we got it from doing the other ones. Hack the databanks. We'll get some land doctrine, other kind of cleanup stuff. So, okay, that's all done up there. What else do we have? War goal against Santa Ana. Okay, dude, as if I could fight you right now. Or World Day, CNC iBot, beautiful. Let's go ahead and pull you onto power armor. I want to focus my my infantry on power armor. CNC scrap bots can be replaced with the iBots, which is fine. Oh. Excuse me, I was drinking. Future comes knocking. Congress was silent as Rio stood before the podium, her words echoing across the nation. To bring you good news, we stand at the dawn of a new golden age. Where others merely survive, we thrive. And while I have led your efforts, has been by your own strength that you have learned all the envy of the world. Let the Legion look into the past. Let the Itzlans sweat in their fetid jungles. We will bring Mexico into the golden age. We will take along the rest of Mexico, whether they want to come or not. You cannot stop progress on the former Pico Chico territory, which is also fucking Santa Ana. So doesn't fucking matter. Okay, that's done, because we can't worry about any of this. Fresh slate. Go ahead and boost our puppet. Let's go ahead and doing courting an emperor. And we can do a lot of fun things now. So we can demand our rightful territory. We can get vehicle tech. We can salvage munitions depots, hijack a convoy. Yeah, we can do a lot of fun things down here with political power as well, which is great. But once we do this, we're going to go ahead and do keep Austin weird, get this boosted up in the TAA. We could do Welcome of the Outcasts as well. Realistically, we'll probably want to go after the Ironmongers. They are a problem in that sense, so I think it's best for us to probably put our units on the border with them and prepare for a really drawn-out war. With my power armor units, I want them to be especially piercing at the Forge of the Giants. Yes, it opens up a bigger land border with Santa Ana, but that's fine. My overall goal is to just deal with all of these fucking like weird mutant nations and keep boosting. My God, Eden's still alive. That's fucking insane. And keep boosting our vassalage as well. So keep working on that. We'll go ahead and do rats in the walls for 2 off-map factories. Yeah, right now we're just hurting on power. Power is the biggest thing that we don't have. Who do I want to trade with, realistically? I could trade with the TAA. Yeah, I can absolutely just trade with the TAA, but they just don't have enough. I think it's fine that if I trade with the Texas Brotherhood... Oh, God, 7 factories. Oh, fuck. I really don't want to give up 7 factories. Fresh slate. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and do keep Austin weird. We finished up... What? Oh, the strip power armor. Okay. Let's go ahead and keep... I'd rather boot... it just takes too long. I'd rather get some free breakthrough from the guerrilla training. Yeah, the lack of power really hurts. Really, really hurts. And I can do strip power armor units at this point. We'll go ahead and do this and axe that production line. Go ahead and put a couple on there, but obviously planes are going to be our focus. As it sits, we're going to be hurting, but with the increasing of our infrastructure, we should be able to supplement that fairly well. If we need to, I can do a research slot on the fabricators and do that. So, let's see. This would give them more factories. This would give them more resources. This gives them more raw resources, research for them, huge success, and then going after the Ironmongers, going after what's left of Eden, Shale's army. Yeah, a lot of, like, just crack down on shit. Houston Rockets is just not going to happen unless I eat fucking Santa Ana. Because usually you can get away with it if the Alamo is still alive, but sadly, they're not. So, yeah. Automation warfare, let's keep working on that. Spend the military to keep going. Really boost our robots up. Because that's really going to be the crux of our industry, is going to just be robots. Yeah, just give me all your fucking... Give me all your power. I don't care at this point. I just need the power. I need to keep my robots out into the factories as soon as I can. Scavengers found something. Ooh, end of bigotry. Hold on. Keep Austin weird. Do that. Rectify that. I know. Traditionalists like Guerrero were always skeptical of super mutants, but Rosado was well aware that bigotry was illogical. Keats was one of the smartest people in Texas, and he and Rosado had corresponded at length before she became president. With luck, Rosado's support for super mutants in Texas Development Zone could be a springboard for further integration into Rio society. So, okay, free stuff there. Is anybody buying anything? Picos is buying our stuff. Picos is buying our stuff. Nobody else is buying our stuff, which is kind of shit. I might change our economy here soon. This gives them more factories, which inherently would give us Gives us more resource extraction, which could be worth it, but I think in general, let's go do Texas has enough guns. The demand of rifle territories. I doubt they'd give it to us. Realistically, I doubt they'd give it to us. Can I switch our economy? Realistically. I pull back 20% of our market at the cost of some really good bonuses, like factory output. No, I gotta keep it like this. I basically just gotta hound and hound and hound for resources. It's the only way I'm gonna be able to get it done. So let's go ahead and hack the data banks and just keep fucking with, crewmate drive is not worth it. We'll scavenge some tech. We'll hijack a convoy. We'll keep fucking with him. I doubt he's actually going to give us that territory, though I am kind of curious to let it happen, honestly. Go ahead and give you some robits. Picos, do you even have an army yet right now, or are you just kind of fucked? Yeah, you don't have an army. You will, though. You will. When you get your, what is it, border patrols, you'll start making some more colonial units. So as it sits right now, we're basically just having to line up, yeah, because they have fucking tanks, and that really sucks. That really fucking sucks. So what can you do? Guerrilla tactics is done. Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and do platoon training. Because I believe if I give them the territory, they get a bonus from a few. If they get Shale's army. And realistically, I don't want to deal with the fucking land itself. So... menace, gun control. We get an intermediate power armor tech. Or they get intermediate power armor tech. They can make the land better. Sophisticated air tech. Yeah. Houston joins during the Rio Pact, but we don't have a border with anybody in it. Yep. And Tlaloc is not dead, so... yeah. It's not great. But that way, it's not fucking great. Tlaloc is teetering, though, right? Like he's... oh, yeah, he's the gift of knowledge. Ooh, we can actually see what he's doing. Oh, he's fucked. There's no way this is happening. He's taught him aspirations. Ah, oh, shit. Okay, so he's gonna be tougher. Give him a bunch of this. Yeah, there's no shot, because he's just gifting all this shit to fucking Picos. There's no shot he gets to us in time. He's gonna fucking rot. Yeah, he's absolutely gonna rot out before he can do it. Shit. But he should have given Picos like a whole bunch of fucking buffs, right? Right. Did he? Multi-well, scavenger, animal husbandry. Did he not? It might be because I ate them, but I'm surprised. Yeah, that's interesting. Stuff to consider. Hmm. What are you waiting on? Just training? Yeah, you're just training right now. Okay. At this point, it might be worth pivoting off of Tlaloc stagnation and going a fucking militia. Yeah. Get the war support up. Actually, we're over 50%, so I can do well-equipped army. So I think that's what we're going to save up for. Texas has big enough guns, it's done, which is great. Do I need any of this right now? I do need circuitry, actually. For my planes. Yeah, probably worth it. Yeah, I do need the circuitry for my planes. And it's a free civ. Well, hold the fucking phone. It's a tough argument here. I definitely think going after the Ironmongers is the best bet here. Kind of just like solidifying the TAA. And then just keep building up. But, yeah, you know what? This is such a fucking tough choice. Yeah, we're going to have to just describe tutors. It's our best bet. More... oh, actual units. Oh, cool. Yeah, go ahead and go there. So now we're just waiting for the robot divisions to finish up manufacturing, which they're slowly getting there. Just our efficiency is like complete dog shit. Which is about what you expect, so... yeah, I'm gonna save up 135 so we can get well-armed, or well-equipped army to pivot more off of our consumer goods and get more into our factories as well. Realistically, we could also probably get away with doing some research into... You know what? I'm actually kind of curious. Would he give it to us? I doubt it. No, it's not even worth fucking like thinking about because he's not going to be able to defend it. Let's go ahead. I want to do that, but I also want to fix our economy. Get some more factories out of our civilian goods. Scrap, we're not doing anything. Realistically, if I just trade off of this at the cost of some of our factory output, fucking, of course, Santa Anna's sending operators into us, which is great. Yeah, our troops are lined up on the border, ready and waiting. Okay, scribe tutors is done, so we're getting some of that. Let's go ahead and make a note here. Keep pushing on forward. Keep pushing on forward. So let's see what we can do here. Let's see. Because I'm just thinking in the back of my mind, like, what's the best opportunity here? The fall of Chichen Itza, the move of Atzlan is one. Okay, let's go ahead and do well-equipped army. Hold some more. Okay, that's fine. Don't have enough scrap. I really might have to change our export economy off of that as soon as I can, because I think it's really starting to hurt now. We have 12 fighters, which is good. Let's go ahead and split these up into 4. All on this. Let's go ahead and get these up, get these up, get these up, get the CAS up. They won't be able to sustain it. One, we don't have the manpower, but I think the next... Oh, God, 500 because he's not fucking dead. Yeah, once he dies, we're getting off of this shit immediately. Yeah, as soon as he dies, we're getting off of this shit, like, fucking immediately. God, we're getting so much fucking... Oh, it's because of Picos. I just realized. I think it's because of Picos. They're doing good. They're doing good. Making a note here. We got research. We gave them a research slot. Let's see. Huge success. I'm making a note here. Huge success. Could get another off-map civ for some other goodies. Not that I'm hurting on them. It's mostly circuitry and scrap. That I'm hurting on realistically. I'm also going to put another 10 factories on you, which is going to hurt in general, but we just need more robots. More and more robots to fight the fucking other guys' robots. Let's go ahead and do huge success so they get their tech. They're just doing army training right now because they've finished everything. I'd prefer if you were doing, like, construction effort, but that's fine if that's what you're working on. Are you at least building up some stuff? Not really. I mean, you're doing some things here and there, but I wonder what you're working, like what you're actually constructing is my biggest question. You're researching industry. Okay. Skills from afar. Ooh, I will take base stability. Thank you.
Atención.
More robots coming out. Beautiful. I also want to equip our robots with anti-tank. Just because I want them to blow the fuck up out of any other robots they encounter. I think anti-tank's a good choice. And we can absolutely support it. We have plenty of anti-tank weaponry to support it. I want them to hit hard and very hard at that. Let's see. You finish this, so let's go ahead and get dynamic tactics integration going. Really boost our boys, max speed. Perfect. I still think it's worth dropping down to provoke caravan companies to get more of our shit in line, because we're not getting anything from trade. Like, almost nothing, realistically. Yeah, nobody's buying most of our shit, so it's really irrelevant at this point. Yes, it has some good benefits, but I can't justify it at the cost of, like, we're sitting here hampering our actual industrial growth here. It fucking completely sucks. That's gonna go there. You're gonna go there. American history of occupation. We're up to 55 war support, which is pretty good. I'd really like to do that even more. Engine advancements. Let's go ahead and get ground attack, so offensive armament. Yeah, we're just gonna wait for the 35 and crack that off. So. Keep pushing these out. But once this is all done, perfect. Platoon training's done. Perfect. Caravan, there we go. Platoon training, great. Let's get basic drills for the recovery rates. And let's go... We'll steal some more shit from Mexico here, but we'll keep working on that. Is there anything else I need to petition them? Not really. I think we're okay. Yeah, so far we're so good. So we'll just keep hankering on, keep pushing out, and see what we can do. All right, Zapata fractures as Tlaloc memory finally decays to its last banks. Another of his sons has risen up from his fractured circuitry. Zapata, the Mexican revolutionary, is kickstarted his revolution on the western lands of Tlaloc, promising a new utopia under Zapatism. Neighboring countries used to be passive, watch Tlaloc, and now to the extent of a highly militant and aggressive heir. Maximilian breaks off, so he's basically trying to help Mexico. And Tlaloc demise. Okay, Zapato's a problem. Moctezuma is also a problem. Maximilian, not so much. We can actually get him. They're all fucking insane. They're all legitimately fucking insane. But being Rosado, or who she is, we can kill him. We can kill Maximilian really fucking early. The problem is they're all split, and they all have units. His army, not that good. Not that good. So, but the problem is it's a race against time. So we're going to finish up the Ironmongers war goal, get that done, wipe them out. Our troops more or less look like they're ready for it. We've lost the Protector's Guarantee, which is not great. We need to get the fuck off of Tlaloc stagnation as soon as possible. Get 270 political power. Get the fuck off of this. Start recruiting men. Get our forces juiced up. Because as much as I love to rely on robots, our production will not be able to keep up with the amount of men we're going to need to be able to win these wars. The AIs are going to be fucking insane. So it's not going to be good. We're going to go ahead and get the Scorned Emperor. And we're going to... Shit. The Sacred Union. Rosado, after subtly exploring ChicoNet and altering the files to suit her interest, she can now take one step and bend Maximilian to her heel in the Unholy Union. Ooh, 50 days for that. That actually might be good. Hold the fucking phone. We might be able to bend them to their will. I think for the time being, though, our focus needs to be on our military aspects of this. There's nothing that really inherently helps us here. Radic is okay at this point, but I think our biggest thing is obviously going to be growing ourselves and our territories. So I think grabbing the outcasts and growing the TAA is a good option at this point. Well, I think, I don't know. We'll do that, and then we'll see how the outcome comes of that. But we are immediately going to be declaring war on the Ironmongers, who are they're being guaranteed by shales. Shit. Hold on, I did not account for that. I'm fucking dumb. Let's go ahead and get all of this online. I don't think we share any other crossings other than that. Okay. Let's go ahead and have you guys do this as well. Because if we can wipe out Shales and them at the same time, that'd be great. We can grow the TAA. They'll be able to kind of do their own thing. I don't think Shale actually has the army to handle us, realistically. I mean, he's got a lot of troops, but I don't think he can handle us. Picos, how close are you to shitting out troops? You're a fucking ways away. Okay, so I can't really rely on you. Once our troops get into position, we'll go ahead and pull the trigger on this. So, all right, let's do it.
Listo para avanzar.
That's what I need you on, not doing other dumb shit. The rest of these guys will be okay. So, let's go ahead and once those units are in place, we will deck the war. Need to just save up political power and get the fuck off of this terrible, terrible focus at this point. Because it's hampering us more than anything else. We can resume the scavenging missions, which I would like to do. Let's go ahead and resume those. We'll give them power armor. Sure. Because we got that in stock. Our Air Force is online, which is good. It's not a lot, but it's online. And it is able to do CAS. So I don't think he has an Air Force. He actually has an Air Force. Yeah, okay. So we'll see how that goes. Okay. I think our troops are about as good as it's going to be for them. Let's go ahead and declare the war. Go ahead and be as subtle as possible. You need to punch in and take care of them. Yeah, they're just tough old beasties. We're not going to be able to just, like, outright win it. That being said, I don't know what the fuck Shale's doing, but we're at the club his ass. So, that'll at least save us some time. I genuinely don't know what the fuck he's doing. So, we'll be able to win this at least easily from that regard. We might want to research into a better anti-tank if we're already struggling this far. Can we afford it is the question. Ooh, we have a negative, or we have a positive modifier against it, so we absolutely could. It's not against the tank divisions, I think we're okay. That's a big problem. Welcome the Outcasts is good. Let's go ahead and get those guys buffed up. We'll go ahead and do... Yeah, we'll go ahead and get these all done up as well. Because this gives them this, so we need to finish these anyway. Yeah, because even though they're... it will bypass, so I don't think I'm going to worry about that. Let's go ahead and go the Scorned Emperor. Because we just don't know exactly what we're going to be dealing with in that regard. Shale's army is kind of more or less just toast. Because this is their core. I don't think they own any of this. Yeah, this is their core territory, and they're about to collapse. Our casts are getting shot down. Okay, about what I expected.
Órdenes.
Fort Stockton, Odessa, or you're gonna go to Odessa, you're gonna go here. If we can wipe out Shale's army, that'd be great. Obviously the Ironmongers are gonna be a bit of a pain in the ass, but... Oh, what the fuck? Why are we in war with all these little shits now? Oh, they're all fucking puppets of this twat. Okay, if I fucking kill him... Oh, yep, okay, that's exactly what I thought would happen. Okay, okay, eat all of them, give me your navies. I mean, realistically, I can probably just, like, free these guys. As puppets, yeah. If I need to. Okay, that's that done. Now we just gotta deal with this whole fucking clusterfuck. You're going to do that. All of you units are gonna get involved here. Push that out. Eden's bypassed, mutant bypassed, beautiful. Yeah, we all own this land, technically speaking. Second battle Hoover Dam. Okay, that'll be interesting. I don't think they'll win, but alright. They might be spread a bit too thin here to take advantage of this whole debacle, honest to God. Oh, shit. Maximilian image flicked on screen. I'm sorry, what? I love Mexico. Why would I give you my army? Rosado, I've given you my circuits that sparkle in the night. I've given you robots to reduce your labors. I have pledged to protect Mexico's people, but make you the head of our dynasty, you go too far. Rosado slammed her fist on the panel. So close, so close. Maxi, you're about to find out what we don't sign a prenup. Yeah, okay, so that didn't work out in anybody's favor. That's a fucking shame. I don't want to execute any war bonds. What's this say? Transfer states to the TAA. Oh, they're automatically going to transfer them over to the TAA. Okay. Oh, Texas just formed. Provisional Republic of Texas. Yippee. I really need you guys to take this fucking shit right now. What's the Ironmongers like at right now, realistically speaking? Where the fuck is my dumb war? NCR Legion War, Manitoba, Claim Jumpers, Broken Coast, Rio Grande Mutants. Fucking not even close. Alright, that's great. Just keep piling on them. They can't sustain against us. Oh, that's great. Fucking Mexico's attacking from the other side. Fuck you. I own their capital. Suck my dick. How about that? Dickbag? Fuck you. All these units need to converge on the fucking capital now. I don't give a shit. Take them out. Scorn Emperor is done. Perfect. We can't do any further for here. We can extract shale and do irrigation, but I would rather give them the Garden of Eden to help. Now, fuck you. You're not getting shit in this war. Fuck you. How about that? Yeah, fuck you. Nope, fuck off. You will get the land later. You will get the land later. Now, fuck you, Santa Ana. You rat bitch. Okay, he's trying some tricky shit. What I want to do here is see if I can release people. Lost some Matrones, I think is okay. Let's go ahead and release those. Let's go ahead and release the Matrons. And then the rest is just basically going to get transferred over to the Texas authority here in 30 days. Unless I can return it to him. No, I cannot. So I will give them that. They will have it. Next is going to be worth Maximilian. Maximilian needs to get fucking chained to my boot right now. This is just going to be a standard battle plan. Take them out. We do not own Tlaloc Lair, but we can at least get access to the silo. We're gonna have to deal with fucking this bullshit with Santa Ana. But that's about as good as it's gonna get in that regard. Do have the political power to get the fuck off of stagnation. You friendly stream boy, oh Jesus. I am not a femboy, thank you, nor have I ever been a femboy. You have no evidence of these accusations. Okay, we are doing that. We're gonna go ahead and do quality. Yeah, fuck it. Quantity. It's just better. It's just better. So we need 200 to get off of... 270 to get onto this. I can keep stealing shit if I really need it, but I don't at the moment. Our biggest hurt is obviously manpower, and if we can resolve that, that will be good. And we just need to keep building up infrastructure and all that fun crap. So just keep building up, building up, building up, building up, building up, building up. Every factory for the war effort at this point. Could probably put another 10 into you for sure. Get away with it. Circuitry might hurt, but that's okay. But once we finish up here on the garden, I think actually this is a good stopping point. So, in this run so far, obviously we have won the election of the Republic of the Rio Grande. We have re-solidified our control over the TAA. We've taken out the Ironmongers and Shale's army and his little dipshits, which is beautiful. And the reason that you're like, well, why the fuck did you release the little dipshits? The reason I released the little dipshits is so that they're able to do this. Because they're able to generate resources out of thin air. So in this case, they'll lose some political power, but they'll gain scrap. They'll give me manpower, which is the big thing. They'll give me civs, which is the big thing. And they'll be able to help themselves. So they'll be able to build themselves and kind of do their own thing. Okay? So that's the main reason why I do this to these guys. Because they're able to more or less build themselves up in a way that is beneficial to me in terms of my factory count. Because realistically, without having these guys as resources, we'd be kind of up a fucking creek right now. Because, yeah, we're getting 17 mils from our subjects. And the TAA is providing a good chunk. Albeit not huge, but a good chunk. Yeah, Picos is doing way better. But the TAA has the civs, so they're able to kind of build their own things. So they're building up their own fortifications. I believe they're working on, like, various stuff. Yeah, mostly maxing out their infrastructure seems to be the case. Which is fine. So as long as they're able to keep maintaining and building themselves out, that's the big thing. Yeah, they're building more mills, which is great. Yeah, even more mills. Fantastic. And they're going to eat all of this lovely territory well, and I don't have to fucking deal with it, because it'll be all core for them, I believe. It might not. I think it might be a claim. Anyway, this is a good stopping point for this first kind of episode partage. If you're enjoying this kind of content and you'd like to see more HOI or more blues content in the future, please let me know. I love to take constructive criticism. If I'm being a fucking idiot or I'm talking out my ass, let me know. If you want to check these out live, check us out when we're on Twitch, Tuesdays through Fridays. We're happy to sit back, chat as we do recordings, things like that. If Eidolon content is more your style, feel free to check that as well. It's kind of what I do also. But until next time, folks, we'll see you in the next episode, which hopefully will mean we'll be able to shackle Maximilian, get him as a lovely little puppet, conquer his dipshit brothers, and figure out how the fuck we're going to end up fighting Santa. Actually, what the fuck is that, Focus? Okay, we're on a timer. We are absolutely on a fucking timer, but yes. Mexico will be a problem, or at least Santa Ana will be a problem, mostly because his manufacturing is insane. He's got heavy robots. He's got 35 to 40. Albeit we have 67, the problem is they're heavy robots. They're not just lights. So we're going to be dealing with pretty rough conditions on that regard. So our primary goal is to try to build up our Air Force, which got whacked a little bit, but just keep building up our robots, because robots are going to be able to kind of carry us in that regard. We've still got 8 divisions we can still kind of crap out if we need it, and we're getting out more men as we speak. So until next time, folks, we'll see you in the next episode of the Republic of the Rio Grande, Old World Blues. Have a good one.